microphone on. Party audio on. If you
There we
could
go.
include your audio.
This is it. This is it now. The Brazilian
Sound
Grand Prix.
check. Wait, I'll put my mic off. I'll do a sound check. If everything sounds okay. Can you say something?
No, that's not very common. That's not very professional. I apologize.
It's good enough. No, sounds good. Yeah, welcome everybody to Interlagos, Brazil. Full qualifying here in the URFL F1 21 Tier 1 race. The 8th race of the season. My intros are obviously not as good as Nova's. But yeah, I'll try to do my best. We are here today with Oka, the GOAT.
Well, not anymore, but thank you. I'm with the goal of the commentators, Mel. So happy to be here, man.
Yes. It does look promising. We got 16 drivers, if I'm right. Only one Mercedes. I'm not happy with that, but it's too late to change it now. Welsie commentating. No, Welsie's engineering. Yeah. So, okay. Who do you think will be out in the first qualifying session?
Out.
Out,
oh
yes.
my God, there's one car that's going to be out. That is brutal. Jesus. I actually think I don't think it's going to be the slowest guy. And I'm hearing full wet race in the comments, which
Full wet race.
That's
Jeez.
insane. Full wet race. I'm actually looking forward to that actually because that's chaos. But back to my Q1 exit prediction. Oh, we have some really good drivers here today. I don't think it's going to be who's the slowest. I think it's just going to be whoever DNFs first if someone makes a mistake. But also, the barriers are so far away on this track, so I don't know. I'm just going to throw it out there and I'm going to say XRX Ghoul. That's nothing personal, but maybe he just bins it and gets damaged. I don't know. I really don't know.
It's an interesting name for sure. Red Bull first out is what Chef says. Woo, I don't know about that. I believe Shaney and Xiaomi are the car.
I just pulled your name out of a hat, please.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a tricky one. Maybe one of the names we haven't seen much this season. I hate to say it, but maybe Nova?
Oh.
I mean, he hasn't raced F1 21 in a long time.
Yeah, and he's got some big boots to fill in that Mercedes. Obviously, we've seen what Lewis Hamilton did in the 2021 Brazilian Grand Prix. One of the greatest drives of one of the greatest drivers in this sport. It was absolutely spectacular to watch. It's Welsh he is commentating, or?
Oh my God.
I've decided to commentate.
He's decided to commentate. Include your audio. And is anyone on a lap?
Yes, White Shroot right now coming up to the second corner.
So...
Heading up to the first DRS straight on the soft compound.
Of course, if we are going to see the mediums, it'll probably be into Q2. I think he almost invalidated there on the inside of turn 4, but that's quite a good run.
False. We have 4 people on the medium compound right now.
Oh my goodness.
We have Inverno, we
Am I
have
seeing
Self.
this right? Is Roadrunner leaving the pit on intermediate tires?
I do believe you are correct. I also see that he is on the intermediate tyres. And
Nova,
I do believe
the king as well.
Yeah,
Amazing.
I see both of those. I think they are just laying down rubber on the track, keeping those pairs of softs clear, ready for the race ahead to keep a fresh pair on standby.
White Shroot might get a nice slipstream up to the line here with Kitten. I think it's a bit too far away, but it's going to be the first lap of the day in this qualifying session. What's it going to be for the Alpine reserve today as well? Across the line, he's on provisional pole.
Oh, 109.2.
I have a feeling that's going to get smashed, and there we go. 107s by both
107.
Yeah, there we go.
Who is a valiant effort.
Oh, Camerooni off track
here today.
In sector 2, I believe. That's unfortunate for the Ferrari driver.
Inverno on the mediums, P4 with a 10.1. I don't think that's going to be enough actually. He might be the one getting out and knocked out in Q1 here at this rate, but that is on the mediums, so we'll see. Let's see any other laps. Camerooni's on a lap maybe. So's
Kairaz
Neo. They're
is-
so close on the track together.
Kairaz is just starting
Let's
his
take
lap.
a look at XRX Ghoul's lap. Oh no, he already validated there.
Kairaz come around turn 1 into turn 2. Very nice line. Oh, no, he didn't invalidate. He was very exceeding track limits there, but he got away with it. He's now in the first DRS straight, flying to the 4th corner. He's got a purple sector 1. Coming up to turn 5. This is a tricky corner to get right. I always struggle here. I'd never know if I'm going too fast or too slow. Oh, he nails. Oh, he just keeps it on the track. Nails it. Coming up to turn 8 now. Slow left-hander into the quick straight for about 50 yards into the slow right-hander. I think that was maybe a bit too slow into the turn 11 with the long left-hander again. Into the final sector. Oh, he goes a bit deep. Coming onto the final straight now, giving it everything the Ferrari's got, and he's coming up to the last DRS straight. Let's see what he gets as he crosses the line. P4 only, or 1.8 flat.
Indeed, only a 1.8.
And Joshy Boy sneaked up into P2 there. We didn't even see him complete the lap, but less than a 10th away off a provisional pole. And this man, I'm telling you, he is mighty on a Saturday. And hopefully he can convert that pace on a Sunday as well. So Joshy Boy looking quick, Charlie looking quick. I'm sure Kitten and Runner are going to be up there as well.
We didn't see Mr. Self sneak into P7 on 2-lap old softs.
Yes.
But now Kitten on lap, championship leader at the moment on the mediums, heading down into turn 4. Good lap, bit cautious, but using all of the road on the exit there, so lovely rotation by the Aston Martin driver. Into Ferragiro now, hits the curb nicely, keeps the car to the right-hand side and then to the left for the entry. Oh, great. Down into second gear, beautiful rotation. He's got the car on rails, really. I think he might get an easy top 5 here, even on the mediums. I'm surprised he's chosen to go onto the mediums.
I'm going to predict P6.
P6. Ahead of Ghoul.
Yeah, the most logical option.
A tyre onto the grass here, that's going to majorly hamper his exit, but up to the line now, full throttle of this kilometre straight. DRS wide open to give him that extra top speed. Down to the line, what's it going to be for former Kitten?
Oh,
P9.
only P9.
P9, that might still be enough, but I don't think that fills him with confidence.
He's on 3-lap old mediums. They haven't had a chance to warm up properly yet. He's also just invalidated the lap immediately after. I don't know if you noticed this.
He's already 2 tenths up again.
He's invalidated, Mr. Mel.
Oh yeah, that's right. Apologies.
It's okay, we all make mistakes.
Camerooni maybe on the lap. Let's see what he is doing in his Ferrari. Unfortunately, crashed in the first lap on his debut last time out in Baku. Hopefully he can do better here in Brazil. So Welsie, as you just came in, who do you think will be first one out?
Oh, don't put me on the spot like this. First one across the line or first one at TNF?
First one to be out, it's full qualifying session.
Oh,
so they have
then
3
wouldn't it be
qualifying
the first
sessions.
5 be out?
No, there are only 60 people, so
count
I
up to
believe
P7,
only 1
let's
or
go.
2 will be out.
Oh, you're right.
Wow.
Okay,
P7 indeed.
my predictions is Shroot is going to be the first one out. Then I think Sly DJ will be the second.
Interesting.
The Haas and the...
Oh, it
Neo!
goes Neo!
No, wait, hang on, no, wait. He might still make it into Q2 technically.
Yeah, but
I
I
don't
believe he
know.
also retired in the pit lane.
I
we
don't
are
know.
watching-
Okay.
I think with the track
Exotic
evolution, The track evolution all constantly changing. I think he'll be out.
Yeah, but 1-7. Do you think everybody would be able to do a 1-7 here in Brazil?
No,
No
way.
offense, but it's gonna be hard for some people. I mean, I don't think I can do a 1-7 here.
Runner
Not that I'm a fast
finishing his lap.
driver, I'm not a goat, but
The purple middle sector for Runner on the mediums. Jumping into the McLaren today. It's his debut as a full-time driver, and he's up to the line now. This could be a really good lap.
P3.
P8.
Oh no, P8.
P8 after a purple middle sector. That my map may be lying to me, but yeah,
The Red Bulls.
that's still a solid
strong
lap.
here at
Second
Interlagos.
fastest medium runner.
Nova only P12. And that is everybody on the board with a lap time.
Nova did that lap not on the mediums as well. He's only on his first mediums now. I have just
No, he
received
did do it on the
information.
mediums.
I've just received information about the race weather.
Yeah, full wet.
Full wet weather for the race.
Indeed.
How many
Let's
DNFs
see.
do we think's gonna happen?
Depends. Depends on how clean the opening stages are going to be, though. What do we see Mr. Stealth and Roadrunner doing here? A little bit
Mr.
of...
Stealth is a very strong driver. Normally.
Normally. Yeah. You got a point. I believe Mr. Stealth is now starting a flying lap. We'll see what he can do.
Yeah, I'll watch Mr. Stealth.
Only a few drivers out on track at the moment. But Kitten is still driving around on those medium tires.
Yeah, 6 lap old mediums.
So he probably put a lot of fuel in as well. Maybe
I think
That's
the
why
guy's just
he-
practicing.
only got the P9. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm
Mr.
gonna.
Stealth is looking fast as well here. Going into sector 2.
No, he's quite slow compared to the other medium runners around this section. Hey, saying that was a really nice couple corners he's just done.
He's already almost 4 tenths up, which would put him into the top 10 at least. Maybe P8.
Another
No, I think
purple
you're right,
sector too, apparently.
Mr. Mel. I believe that Mr. Stealth is going to do good here. At least in a P8. Oh, as
Whoa.
I say that, he jumps into P8.
Great lap for
That's
him.
a great lap on the medium tyres.
So, Slide DJ is, I believe, on a flying lap on the soft.
I think
In
we
the
should
half.
watch Inverno
He's on the
on the
medium.
medium tyres. Yeah, he's the lowest runner medium. But interestingly enough, the first 2 positions ahead of him are the last 2 that I suggested that were going to DNF or not make it through to Q2.
Five DNF? Well, wait. My apologies. I was not paying attention. But Slide DJ might be on for a flyer here. Let's see. Goes to the finish line. Oh,
P13.
he
only.
only jumps 1 position. That's gotta be.
Inverno really needs to improve here. He's 6.5 temps up. If he wants to see himself into Q2, he needs to find 4 temps in this final sector.
Oof,
And
I don't think
he's
that's
gonna
going to
be able to
happen.
get himself out of the last position. Across the line, yeah, improves his time but stays 16th in the drop zone. The only driver who won't be competing in Q2 at this current moment. So he really needs to pit for softs, I think, now and try and push to get into the top 15 here.
Yep.
But yeah.
Definitely. Should definitely bid for sauce.
I do believe if he pits for softs and somehow manages to get that lap done, then my two guesses of Sly DJ and White Shroot will be correct.
Yes, we see that Nova now has left the pit lane on the soft tires.
Yeah, let's watch Nova here. He's a good driver. Normally for Ferrari, we see him here in the Mercedes.
Indeed. The Ferrari threat from Inferno, maybe. Who knows?
I've just spilt beer all over my beard.
That's not good. That's not good at all, I'll see.
Right, here we go. Nova's on his penultimate lap as Karazu retires from the session.
I think he will be safe with it 1-8 flat.
I also believe that that's a safe lap.
Cheney retires as well, who is currently in P3. I did not expect him to see him there, to be honest.
He is turn 4, tuck beautifully into turn 5, keeps the speed flat out. Through 7th gear, 160 miles per hour into turn 8, 140 miles per hour. He goes a little bit wide.
Oh, that was not nice.
White Shroot retires.
Yeah, no, we're taking way too much entry speed. They're just understeering wide. That's huge time loss. I think that's going to really ruin his lap there. That's like 2-3 tenths gone. But he's 7 tenths up on his lap.
Purple sector 2.
Forget anything I just said. This man's on fire.
Sector 2. Oh my God, he is revving the bollocks off that Mercedes as it comes across the line. P7.
Can one of you double check if he indeed had the fastest sector? Because he also said,
Purple sector
that he
3.
had purple sector 3 as well.
How do we check it, Mr. Mel?
They selected
Okay, I'll check out right now.
But damn, that's the whole.
Yeah, it's a lie.
From-
It's a lie. It's
From
a lie.
3 to
How do you know if you
7
can
is
see
really
that?
close to within each other. I believe within 2 tenths.
Hey,
That's crazy.
Mr. Mel, how do you check this? Oh, lap times. Nova. I don't know. It doesn't
Yes.
say he's fastest. It doesn't say any purples. It's greens.
Oh no, Sylph! Oh no, and that's a reset! Oh.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a
Oh,
reset.
no, yeah,
no.
it was. We got it
No.
on camera, see.
No.
I hate to say it, but your driver
the
just
game reset
broke
him
the
to
rules.
track. The game reset him to track. It wasn't him. If you go
Indeed.
if you go too far off track into Lagos, it will set you to track automatically. I think that's what we saw there.
Well, see, this is not the place and time to defend your drivers.
I wasn't
As you
defending.
see-
I was stating fact. Hey, anyway, I think White Shroot might be done here. We have Tried Footboy still.
Oh,
to
we have
set a lap.
17 drivers now.
Yeah,
Oh,
try
Tried
football
Tried
joined.
Footboy is here. So I think
Apparently,
that.
football,
setting a purple
Nelson.
sector too. This is ridiculous.
Inverno is now on the soft tyre. Let's watch a lap with him in the Haas.
And tried football across the line.
I'm saying tried football on his lap.
Oh,
Apologies.
he doesn't get out of the drop zone. Only 16.
Interesting.
And I don't think he has time to get another lap. Completely butchered turn 1 and 2.
I'm on board with Inverno right now, coming up to turn 3. He's already a purple sector 1, apparently.
Oh my god, this is actually pretty intense between these two guys. Inverno needs to turn it on
1/10
here.
separates them.
Yeah, but he needs at least 3 tenths.
Inverno
to get
only
out
got
of
purple
the-
sector
I'm
1.
not
elimination
safe
zone.
yet. They're not safe. Pride football coming up into turn 10 now, I believe, or turn 9. He's got a little bit of traffic up ahead of him. I think that's Kitten.
Tidy, couple of
yeah,
corners
Kitten's
by
there,
Inverno. I think it was a bit
Oh,
too
no.
safe.
Pride football is going to be out of Q1. He's not going to improve. Something horrible has happened in the middle sector. We turn our attention now to Inverno, who crosses the line, goes up to 12,
E12.
pushing White Shrew into Q1. Inverno safely into Q2. Pride football crosses the line, doesn't improve.
Oh,
Wow, so both
Yeah.
Alpines out of Q1.
Wait,
White
does that mean
Shroot
my
and
prediction
Tried
was
Football,
correct?
That's unfortunate.
both out. That
I
is
did not see that
unfortunate.
coming though.
Yeah,
Hey, Mel.
that was a blockbuster ending to Q1 there. We
Doesn't
had
that mean I
Inverno on the lap.
was? Doesn't that mean I was correct? I said Right Shroot was out in Q1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
half a
you
go.
also said Sly DJ, but
Yeah. Tried Football's left the session. Yeah, something I don't think you guys saw, but I think Tried Football had a massive moment in the middle sector. And he was like 8 tenths down heading into sector 3. And that was just never gonna end well. The guy was under pressure from the get-go. But yeah, that's Q1. So Charlie on top, followed by Joshy Boy, less than a tenth behind him. This is going to be really close at the top. Shaney doing a fantastic job there in P3, in my opinion. Only like just above 2 tenths off of his teammate. Neo P4, great showing from him. The Ghoul in P6 on mediums. I don't know if that's his best lap, but on the mediums, fastest medium runner is the Ghoul 17. So yeah, that rounds out Q1. That was pretty exciting at the end there. And Tried Football's AI is leaving the pits, so
no.
slight delay. There we go. I got some fun facts, courtesy of Nova. So this track was built in 1940, but didn't begin hosting a regular round of the Formula One World Championship until 1973. It's located in the Sao Paulo suburb of Interlagos, which literally translates in Portuguese to between the lakes. Oh my god. Okay, that's just a sad story about Carlos Pace dying. I don't want to read that out. But it's a 7.96 kilometer layout. That's the original track, sorry.
Oh, I was about to say that's quite
that's
long.
longer than Spa. Now it's 4.3 kilometers long, so I'm pretty sure the end straight is 1.2 kilometers. The track was resurfaced in 2014 as part of a larger planned redevelopment, but we should probably do Q1 analysis. So Charlie P1 there with a 107.6. I think we could see at the end of Q3 1 minute 6s there. Joshy Boy right behind him again in the 107s. Shaney P3, great lap from him. Neo P4, another great lap from him. Karazu P5. The Ghoul P6, fastest medium runner, and crucially only 3.5 tenths off Charlie. So maybe if he's on the softs, he could have got P1 here in Q1. Nova in the Mercedes P7, followed by XRX Ghoul in the Alfa Romeo. Our second medium runner and our debut McLaren driver for full-time road runner, followed by Stealth and Kitten. Kitten obviously doing like 10 laps on those mediums, absolute madman. But we never question what he's doing because we have to leave him alone. He knows what he's doing. Inverno coming up with a beautiful lap there at the end of Q1 to get himself into Q2. Fly DJ P13, Cameron EP14. Ah, crap. Well, Sylph P15 just in, and White Shroot and Tried Football out in Q1, unfortunately. Both Alpines out. So, really unfortunate for them. But into Q2 we go.
You timed that way better than me. I am always halfway there when the timer runs out. You did that amazing. Alright, so any predictions? Does anyone dare to do a prediction about who will be out first? No.
So now we have to choose 5 drivers to get out.
Yes.
Roadrunner has left the session. I'm gonna invite him back. I'll let you guys do the predictions first.
Favoritism at full display here, only inviting his own drivers. No, I'm joking. No, Joshy Boy has left the session as well.
Oh, lovely jubbly. This is fantastic. They're testing me. This is what this is. They're testing
Yeah,
their team
this is a
principal.
test.
To see if I have them added. I don't know if I have Joshy added. No, I do.
Oh, could add them maybe through race director or last blade.
Alright. We already have a couple drivers out. I think I've seen Aston Martin pull out. Is that Kitten?
Message
out
from
already?
AMG King 5 that he fell asleep. There's no excuse, AMG. You know that. You can't do Novas. It happens too often. But the predictions, my apologies. What were you saying? Okay.
Well, I was just inviting the McLaren boys, but yeah, I'm surprised Kitten's out this early. Maybe he's going to do another bunch of 6 lap, but predictions, I think from Q1, Fly DJ, Sylph, they're
Hey.
going to have a tough time. They're going to have a tough time getting out of Q2, getting into Q3, sorry. Who else was down there? Sly DJ as well, but I think both Hasses will exit Q2. Q2 exit from those guys. Sylph, Camerooni maybe, he was quite... Oh, Sylph is out already!
No,
Oh,
no.
In the heart of the centre S's, he's lost his front right wheel. I have no idea what happened. I've
Let's see if
absolutely
we
no
can
clue what's happened.
get
As Joshy
something
Boy has
out
now
of
come
there.
back as well.
Whoa.
His car is
It's,
not getting pulled off of the track either. This is really annoying for a lot of drivers, but now it's cleared away.
Let's see what
Kitten
Kitten
on his
can do
lap.
on his lap. Purple sector 1, but I believe we shouldn't
Okay.
look too closely to those purple sectors.
I predict that Sylph will be out first.
Yeah, I think you may be right, Josie.
Oh, it fucking hurts me to see that.
So, yeah, we're definitely getting into the 106s in Q3. Charlie Art going provisional, well, not provisional pole, but to the top there of the timing screen with a 107.3. Shaney half a second back. Nova the King on mediums down at P5. The times are tumbling onto the screen. Nova and the Ghoul also setting in laps with the Ghoul coming P2, splitting the Red Bulls and Neo into P4 in the 107s. Kitten is also about to finish a lap, I believe, crossing the line now. P7, that's probably a high fuel run again. He needs to be careful though. These are the tyres he's going to start on.
He didn't burn
so...
any ERS, I believe.
Yeah, if he does a long run now, he's going to start on used tyres, but... Yeah, he's now backed off to save his tyres, so we'll see how that goes. Anyone else on a lap? XRX School about to finish a lap. I
Let's take a look
believe...
at that.
Yeah, he's about to finish it. I'm going to say P6? P6, yeah, fantastic.
Mr. Stealth in P3.
Yeah, both the Alpha Tauris in the top 3.
Runner has
Interesting.
invalidated his lap, but yeah, he was on a lap. Joshi about to start his lap. I think we can follow him the entire
let's
lap.
take a look at it.
Yeah. Right. Flat out
Is he
getting a
getting
cheeky
a
little
tow
slipstream
from
from his
the
22
Mercedes there?
teammate Nova the King. That'll be much appreciated. But anyway, the McLaren heading into the center S is turn 1. Hug the left-hand curb here, beautifully clipped, and cut the right-hand side, wonderful. Ah, this man knows exactly what to do on a Saturday. Charging up the Retro-Aposta here, down to turn 4. Into Cena de Lago, a 16.7 first sector split. Riding the curb on the entry and using it all on the exit. Fantastic rotation from Joshi Boy there. Heading into sector 2 now. Again, clipping the curb nicely. Missing that curb on the inside a little bit, but that's not too major. Hugging the right-hand side curb down to second gear. Upshifting to third immediately for the short shift. Fourth, and he almost invalidates on the curb, but he keeps it going. Down into second again, right-hander, and this flat-out left-hander. Magulio. And one more corner to go, really. One real corner to go. Hooks it up nicely using third gear, short shift into fourth. And he's got a flat-out line all the way to the finish line. And we see what all he has to do now is which he just published line. And when he's going P3 behind the ball as well. P3 for Joshi Boy, but that's a fantastic man. I should easily see him into Q3. I don't think the top 5 even have to do another lap again, even the top 6. If you're in the 107s, there you go. Kitten P5 on 3-lap-old softs.
Damn,
Why?
that's impressive.
Is the competition too easy for him?
Oh,
Runner
well
into
done,
P2. Whew.
Damn.
Yeah, there's a bitter battle in the constructors between McLaren and AlphaTauri here, and there's a McLaren sandwich for the Alphas. So we'll see how that battle's going to look like in the race if they're close together after Q3.
I
Mr.
believe
Miller.
Inferno is starting his flying lap. Let's take a quick look at that.
Mr. Miller, I sent you a clip of what happened with
will.
Sylph.
Inferno's invalidated in turn 1. That's not going to look good. That is not good at all.
That is indeed not good. Let's quickly jump over to one of the other drivers. I don't think there are a lot of people on laps. I see 2 cars leaving the pit lane, Alfa Romeo and a Mercedes.
Kairos are finishing an invalidated lap.
But he will
But
start
he's starting
the lap
another
now,
one, I
right?
think.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
let's
he's
take a
starting another
look.
one.
Hopefully the pressure doesn't get to him.
A bit of a
Hopefully.
scruffy sector 1 and runners left again as disconnecting issues continue to plague the 22. Reigning,
Oh,
defending
Joshi
and
Boy
leading
left as
champions
well.
at the moment. Yeah. But Kairos on a lap. I think he can pull himself out of Q1 exit here. I think he's got it within him, but he's completely missed the apex. Hitting that one kind of okay. That's a lovely line here into the left-hander. Lovely traction. A bit deep, missing the apex again. Managed to get a late apex, but that's going to compromise his exit really. Flat out left-hander, keeps it flat. I think he almost lost it there. One more corner to go. Final corner and then a dash to the line. I don't know what it's going to look like. I have absolutely no idea. I'm going to say I think he's going to just about do enough to get himself out of the bottom 5. He does just up into P9 with a 108.1. I'm not convinced that's enough. That might be enough, but by the skin of his teeth. Inferno on a lap.
Behind them.
Oh, Inferno's gone really wide. This is not good. And he's invalidated. Inferno's under huge pressure at the moment. He needs to set a lap.
Definitely.
And Nova as well, big name down in the bottom 5 there. He needs to sort himself out, but he is up on his lap on the softs now. I think he'll easily see himself into Q3. Yeah, he's 8 temps up. A bit of a moment in the final corner there, but should be fine, really. I think pretty comfortably P7, P6 even. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Cutting the distance to the line. Hits the wall a little bit, but P9.
He did it, Ella Verstappen.
You know what I mean?
Inferno not even setting a lap so far.
No, he's invalidated
I
every
think
run he's been on.
Yeah. I think he realized he needed fresh tires to put a respectable or even make a chance to get out of Q2.
Both Ferraris could be out, maybe.
XRX Ghoul is about to finish his lap time. I believe he was 1/10 of his previous set lap time. I'm not sure if that will be enough.
Oh. He improves by a quarter of a tenth.
Damn. He lost out in the last sector then. That's unfortunate
Nova
for him.
Oh, no, Nova's not on a lap, sorry. He's 1.7 seconds down.
Maybe the Ghoul is on a lap?
Yeah.
Looks like he's pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slipstream from
a little
pitting.
bit of a toe there.
That's given him 200s there. But yeah, he's easily seeing himself into Q3 with this one.
I don't believe Cool's on the lap.
He's a 3 lap also, but he is pushing. At least that's what I thought he was.
He's very slow through sector 2. I don't think he's pushing.
Yeah, I think everyone... This is very tight, actually. Very tight. P1 to P12, all within 1 second. For one tier is actually pretty close. I think Shaney is the cutoff there. If you qualify ahead of Shaney, you're into Q3. That's nothing personal, Shaney. You just are the cutoff. But yeah, XRX Ghoul P12 on a lap now. This is it for the bottom 5 really. They really need to get their stuff sorted. And Ghoul has not set a personal best sector 1, but he's only 5 thousandths down on his time, so he can easily pick up time in the middle sector. And the final sector a little bit wide again. That's an invalidation again! Just a
Inferno
clean
is on
lap,
the left.
boys. Sly DJ down in P13 starting his lap, and he's invalidated like 3 of these now. He's got to be in his own head. About to not invalidate, but will that make him too slow? We'll see right now. Yeah, half a tenth down. Not looking good, but he has had a nice turn 4.
Ooh.
Oh god, this is... Onto the grass there, he's lost so much, completely missed the apex by a country mile. He's gathered himself for this corner though. And the left-hander, lovely, chooses to stay in 3rd. That's probably what I would do as well, to be fair. And short shifting up to 4th, nicely done. That's a pretty tight, very nice apex there, down into 2nd. He's flat out, no, he lifts
Inferno
slightly.
goes to P13 with a 18527.
Inferno needs to
That's
do
not
another
gonna
lap.
be
And Sly
enough.
DJ is 6 tenths down on his time. He's not going to improve. Yeah, he's really not happy. He might be able to box, but I don't even know if he has a fresh set of tyres. He decides not to box. Unless he made a mistake last time in the sector 3. Yeah, he's not going to improve. This is looking really dire for the likes of Kairazu, XRX School, Inferno, and Sly DJ. I think both Hasses are helpless here. I don't think they're going to get out of Q2.
Let's take a look at this. The championship leader, as previously mentioned, looking to beat his previous set lap time. Yeah, his teammate left after Baku. I don't think we will see him again. So it will be only Kitten defending the Aston Martin colors. Purple sector 2, according to the game, but I'm not sure. That's right.
Oh, beautiful lap
yeah.
by Kitten. That's why he's the GOAT.
What's a lap? A 17197, which puts him
Joshy
into
Boy
the
on the
top
lap
step.
as well. He could
Let's quickly
dethrone
switch
Kitten
over to
here.
Joshy Boy then. Let's see what he can do.
He's had a great first sector at the moment, and his lap is looking really nice and tidy in the middle sector here. Obviously, last weekend we saw him and Kitten on the front row, separated by milliseconds here. He drops down to P7 as Nova goes up into P5, safely into
Nice.
Q3 now. But Joshy, on the final straight, all he needs to do now again is open the DRS for that speed boost down to the line. I don't know if he can do it. I hope he does. Not quite. P3, but that's still a great lap from him. We turn our attention now to the bottom 5. Camerooni on a lap. He needs to improve. Otherwise, he's not going to be taking part in this Q3 session. He's a 10.5 up. That's a great final corner. That's really good. Cam, this is please. I'm begging you get into Q3. Yellow flags in sector 3 for some reason there. He doesn't care. He's going to ignore him completely. Flat out to the line. I think he's going to get himself out on the Q2. Oh, only it pushes his teammate down into the bottom 5, but he is on a lap, Kairazu. Kairazu is on a lap.
Let's switch over what the other Ferrari is doing then.
Oh my god. 2 tenths up.
So
Kairazu
close.
might do a Uno reverse card and push Camerooni out of Q3. This is insane. But he is out of ERS. Kairazu does not have any ERS left. So his sector 3 will be massively hindered. And he doesn't improve his time. Camerooni survives.
Let's switch over to Gould,
Just
going around
XRX
the final
Gould.
real corner.
Looking like he could get a slipstream. No, Shaney gets out the way there. Oh my god,
Nice
this
tight
is
line.
another blockbuster ending.
It
XRX
is.
School.
What can he do?
No! Camerooni
Is Camerooni
down.
still on the
Both
left? No, he is
Ferraris
not.
out.
No,
Both the
he's
Ferraris out.
out.
So
Both
only
Ferraris
Sly
out.
DJ maybe? No, he's a 5 lap out. Sucks. He will probably not improve. So then I would say we have.
Yeah, that's our
starting
bottom
10,
5. That's
for
our
the-
bottom 5.
Yes, my apologies.
Wow. So Kitten taking the top spot there with a 107.1. Well, I think we're definitely going to see 106s in Q3 here, and the top 4 are really close. The Ghoul as well in fifth. Sorry, mixing my words here. In fifth, looking like he could be a dark horse in the Q3, but I think it's those top 5 drivers now that we're looking at in Q2 are going to be the contenders for pole in Q3. Yeah, a shame. Both Ferraris and both Hasses out, and Sylph with that early retirement right at the start of Q2. So yeah, those are Q2 exits there, everybody.
I only just realized how close the top 2 to 6 is. It's insane. It's gonna be a very interesting final qualifying. I actually see Nova say in the chat, I thought Keras was gonna do better than me. Crazy. I'll take you too. Looking very nice.
There we have it, folks. Kitten, thumbs up there from the champion. 107.1 for Kitten. He looks like he's really relaxed. You know, he was taking Q1 as a bit of a joke there, but followed again by Charlie, who was our quickest man in Q1, I believe, with a 107.3. Two McLarens, Runner and Joshi, separated by half a tenth, P3 and P4. The Ghoul in the AlphaTauri, P5. Nova the King in the Mercedes. Good lap from him, P6, only a quarter of a second off of pole. The Stealth and the other AlphaTauri, P7. Neo, P8. Shaney, P9, and XRX Ghoul rounding out the top 10. And unfortunately, the rest of our drivers were knocked out and will no longer be participating in Q3.
Indeed. So, quickly, before the session starts, any predictions for the possible pole sitter?
For me, it's Kitten. He looks so relaxed and he's just minding his own business. Obviously, stealing pole from Joshi in the dying laps of Q3 in Baku as well. So yeah, Kitten's my vote.
Yeah, interesting. Welsi is not here. Did he leave?
I don't know.
Interesting. I would say maybe Joshi Boy. I think we haven't seen him drive to the max yet. Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting indeed. That I would say 7, 8, 9, 10 really fast people.
Yeah, honestly, you never know. I'd say like 7 out of these 10 drivers can easily get pole here today. Okay, maybe not easily, but a lot of these drivers have the potential to be on pole.
Yeah. Oh, this is a beautiful camera shot as we are watching Charlie arc on his outlap. Possibly, no, definitely the first one to start his flying lap. Well, that's if he keeps driving, but I don't think he will do that.
A 106 banker would be a really nice here in the first part of Q3. But yeah, Charlie going to be the first one to set his lap, followed by Kitten.
Yeah, let's see what Charlie's gonna do. I feel like we haven't seen him much today.
Well, it will stop
it's
top of the
been
charts
different.
in Q1.
Did you
Second
say?
in Q2. Yeah, he had, was it not P1 in Q1?
For you? My apologies then, Charlie.
Maybe it was Joshi, I don't know, but yeah. Looks like a clean lap from Charlie at the moment, and Kitten as well. Yeah, this isn't where the action's at just yet. We do have a spinner though. I believe Shaney has spun his Red Bull, or is just simply trying to get out of the way. But yeah, yellow flags. Joshi now starting his lap. Everybody is on a lap now, pretty much. Everyone's out on track. XRX Ghoul on the mediums.
Interesting shot. Oh, yeah,
I've been told to not judge him. He's trying something. Fair enough. Yeah, we turn back to Charlie, who's about to set his lap. He's going to go to the top of the timing sheets, but I don't know for how long. The 107.1.
107.13.
Getting beaten with a 106.9. That's a great. I said at the beginning, a 106.9 banker would be really good. Just to see that number 6 would fill you with confidence there. And that's a great lap from the champion, former Kitten.
Neo in P5. Mr. Stealth to. Oh no, Roadrunner to P4. Wow. I have
Yeah.
now switched over to Nova. Let's see what he can do in the Mercedes.
Convinced the Mercedes gives you 2 or 3 extra attempts here.
What? I wouldn't know that. I can
Nice
neither
final
confirm
corner.
or deny. It would explain a lot. As we see Nova across the finish line in a 17487.
I think,
And Ghoul in a 18580.
yeah, mediums. Mediums.
Yeah, definitely the medium. So Shani is the only one who hasn't put in a lap tire yet, as we have yellow flags in sector 2 and 3, I believe. But they have disappeared. Let's see what Shani can do as he goes around the final kick in the straight. Oh.
P8.
And only puts himself, say, P8 with around 7627.
Yeah, I think
That's
Shaney, Neo, and Ghoul can all do better. Ghoul on the mediums, and I think Neo and Shaney, they're not representative laps. Ghoul saying he just wants to test the. Shaney's actually on a PB sector 1 now. He's already 2 temps up as I say that. He's right behind Kitten, who. Nah, he's backed out. Shaney's backed out. I think he had no battery. Or
Yeah, he
maybe he made a
definitely
mistake.
had no battery left.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Ghoul is
most of-
going in as well. I think
Yeah, most
everybody will
drivers
be
going
on their
back into the
inlet.
pits.
Did Yossi do 2 laps?
I believe so. Yeah.
Looks interesting.
Looks like it.
Let's take a look if he has improved on his second lap then. He did improve by 2/10. Interesting.
Kitten may improve his time, depending on what his final corner was like. Not quite. It's just a 10th off his PB. And that
Yeah, I
probably
believe,
just shows it was a really good lap.
Yeah, definitely. I believe that's the fastest lap of the day as well. The 1:06.
Yeah, the
939.
only lap in the 106s so far today, obviously, but Q3 with the best track conditions, with the most grip. But yeah, Kitten stating his intent early. He says, "I want to be on pole," but Charlie right there with him.
Yeah, Charlie already out again. To go for the second flying lap attempt. Roadrunner closely behind him. Let's take a look at the Roadrunner. Is he going to give a tow away to Charlie? No. For a second there, I thought he was gonna give him a tow. Interesting camera angle here. I do like the audience. Yeah, Roadrunner looking really fast through the first sector.
Charlie is exactly equal to his first sector time on this lap compared to the previous lap. So he's currently on
That's
course.
impressive.
Yeah. Exact same time down to the millisecond. The runners split after 2 sectors.
I do believe he will be up. It looks very nice from here. Ooh,
50 points. 50.6 from Runner and a 50.4 from Charlie. Charlie may get provisional pole here at the moment with this lap. He's definitely going to go quicker than Runner.
could
Runner
be.
up to P3, yeah, doesn't even contend. And Charlie takes provisional pole off of Kitten by 18 thousandths of a second. Kitten's not going to like that one. I bet he was watching that lap from the garage. But yeah, we now have 2 men in the 106s fighting for pole here, so this is going to be really tight. And I think Joshi should be able to get into that fight as well. We know he's really good in qualifying.
He definitely is. But to do that, he does need to leave his pit lane. Let's take a look at Mr. Stealth, who is about to finish his flying lap attempt. As he activates his DRS, Takes a nice line there, doesn't invalidate. And crosses the finish line in a 1:7.337, beating his previous set lap time by a little bit more than a tenth. Interesting.
Top 7 within half a second of the leader.
That is crazy indeed. So did Ghoul already do a lap on his softs? Yeah. Interesting. Farmer Kitten is on an outlap. This could be interesting. This could be spicy. I think we're gonna wanna watch this, right?
Yeah, definitely. We're into the final 3 minutes of Q3 here. This is where it counts. Yeah, this is it.
Definitely.
Getting up, ready for the corner. Corner exit. Well, that was 2 consecutive laps as well. He was only a 10th down on that previous lap, but he's going to go again. Bit of a slide on the exit of the center S's, but I think that's okay. That's just how these cars are. You can really throw them into the corner and really get away with it. It's wonderful. But he is 3/4 of a 10th down on his PB. And he validates. Does he have enough fuel to go again if he doesn't? Charlie now exiting the pits there, leaving it quite late. Obviously wanted the best track conditions possible. The Ghoul coming out as well, I think. No, sorry, that's Shaney. Completely wrong garage. Nova King on an outlap. Yeah, everyone's coming out now.
Joshy Boy, he's now on a flyer.
Oh, Joshy Boy in the middle sector. Yeah, he can really do better than P7, you know he can.
Ooh, 1/10 off.
10th up. Nice final corner.
I believe he can also get a 10th at least in the final sector. So if he would be able to put the sectors together, it could be an amazing lap. Let's see what he can do.
He ran out of ERS right at the end there.
Deployment,
but he jumps ahead of his teammate.
That's a good lap. Let's switch over to Kitten, who's gonna... I believe this will be his final flying lap attempt.
That's a much nicer turn 1 and 2 than the last time we saw him. This should be a good sector 1 split from Kitten. Heading down to Decina de Lago. No, I'm wrong. I'm totally wrong. A 10th down. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Up to Ferradura now. We want to clip the... He's missed the apex a little bit. I don't think this is that good of a lap. He's invalidated again. So Kitten is completely defenseless now. There's nothing he can do. He can't get pole. Charlie on pole, completely oblivious to the fact that Kitten can no longer take it off him. But obviously we've got the likes of the Ghoul, Joshy and Roadrunner who can. But Charlie on a lap now. Completely
let's
unbeknown.
take a look at what Charlie does then.
600ths up. There's a Mercedes at the side of the road there. Nova the King just letting Charlie go past. But into Ferradura now, that's what you want to do. You want to clip that inside curb. Get a lovely drive into here.
Whoa.
Turn 8. Downhill into turn 9. Keeping it in third. Short shifting to fourth. Lovely traction on the exit. This should be a pretty good lap. I think he'll extend his advantage at the top here. Magulio completely flat out in his 2021 cars. Very easy flat. He is half a 10th down though, so it is all in the final corner. Launching himself out of the final corner. Let's see what he can do. I think Joshy Boy is... No, that's Roadrunner right behind him. On a lap, who is 1.5 tenths up as well. So will Charlie improve? No, he doesn't.
He's going in.
He pits. Runner. Up to the line. He could go into P3 potentially. And he does. He beats his teammate Joshy Boy. And we have 3 guys in the 106s now. Neo, I think, across the line. Up into P7. I think we have a DNF on the track. Yeah, we do. Shaney, P10 DNF. I think he just completed his lap and was just upset with where he is. Right in the middle of the track, though. Charlie in the pits. Joshy's not going to improve, and that's qualifying over. Charlie, you are on pole position. Or
Woohoo!
how does Nova say it? Pole position. I can't do it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Pole position.
ball. Yeah, really close qualifying again. Charlie
Yeah,
on
it was.
pole, our championship leader right alongside him in P2, former kitten. 18 thousandths separating it. This is ridiculous. Top three within a tenth. Yeah, maybe the Ghoul could have got a Joshy boy there. To help in that constructors fight between McLaren and AlphaTauri, but yeah, Charlie on pole, followed by Kitten. Two McLarens, third and fourth. Ghoul P5, as I said. P6 from Nova the King, which I'm actually really impressed by. He's only 2 tenths off of pole. Great lap. Stealth
Yeah.
P7, only 3. This grid is really close. Stealth P7, Neo P8, XRX Ghoul in P9, and Shaney P10. I think Shaney will be kicking himself a bit there. I think he had a bit more time in that lap.
He
Yeah.
definitely had.
Ball position.
Shaney said, my only lap in Q3 was on 5-lap old tires.
Well, whose fault is
That's
that, Shaney?
impressive.
Whose fault is that?
Yeah,
Skill issue.
indeed. Whose fault is that?
Oh yeah, the rain is wet. Oh my god.
Oh, damn. So, do you think people will have taken the rain into account when making their setups?
Yeah, maybe Shaney. Well, maybe not Shaney, but maybe, well, I don't know. We'll see a Haas masterclass.
Maybe.
From the guy who's got knocked out in Q1. Maybe they went for a wet setup. So yeah, no,
Would make
they
sense.
have an excuse now. I had a wet setup on. That's why I was bad
I
at
had the
qualifying.
red setup. Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I
I've
believe.
never. Huh?
What were you gonna say?
I've never seen these guys race in the wet in 21. I think France was a little bit wet, but I don't remember. That qualifying was wet in France, and I think who took pole for that? It was Neo, Impulse Neo, no? Oh no, that's because it was on softs at the end. Yeah, never mind. Forget anything.
My apologies. I wasn't there for France.
Yeah, I think Charlie was the quickest guy on the inters, so we could see him charge through the field here today. He's obviously not on the front row. Oh wait, he had pole. What am I talking about? He is absolutely on the front row.
Happens
Yeah.
to do that. And let's take a look. Kerasu P12 behind this teammate. He will not be happy about this. And AMG King, he joined as well. He will start from the back.
Oh, he's getting
Do
a
you-
podium. AMG podium.
Yeah, I was going
AMG
to
podium.
ask you. Do you think he will get the podium?
Absolutely.
Right. It sounds like a very promising race. If I know
Yeah.
AMG, he would rather have a rain race than a dry race.
That man thrives in the chaos. But yeah, I'll let you take it away.
Definitely.
Oh, is
Definitely.
formation
Oh.
lap on?
Good question. I don't think so. I believe it's not as good as it was on 22. But I'm not sure. So don't pin me down on it. We're good to go, Nova said. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, but definitely no formation
No
lap as we
formation lap.
already have 5 lights on. They're off. Oh my god, they have a predictive pit stop strategy. That's not what I want to see right now. It looks like Charlie has a good start. Kitten on the inside. Both the McLaren still in position. No real chaos in the first few corners.
Oh,
That's quite impressive.
the Ghoul round the outside of Joshy there. Great move from him, to be fair, splitting the two McLarens. But I think Joshy goes a little bit wide, but yeah, everyone's settled into the race quite nicely. AMG though, my God, he's on
Wow.
a charge, up 4 positions in 4 corners. From P18
That's
to
crazy.
P14, great start from him. And I wonder if we'll see any see any zero stops from these guys today. I don't know what the tyre is going to look like.
I think, yeah. Oh, that's one of the Alpes. Tried right through it, I believe. Oh, a Ferrari as well, Cameroni.
Oh no.
Oh. Oh, it's through it again. That's unfortunate.
AMG sniffing the back of Inverno now, looking to make a move, but Charlie almost a second out, second in front of Kitten, but of course we're not going to have a
Mr.
DRS
Stealth
anyway.
goes for the overtake on Nova, but it doesn't look like he has the top speed. Interesting. So, do you dare to do any predictions for the end of the race?
I think it's so difficult to overtake in wet conditions. Stealth and Nova still going side by side into turn 4, not quite. Yeah, it's so difficult to overtake in these wet conditions, and so difficult to judge the pace of the top guys at the moment. But I think if Charlie's in P1 now, there's no reason why he shouldn't convert that into a win.
Ooh, you see it, I'm gonna go a little bit right here. The Ghoul almost up the gearbox. Oh, little moment there for the Ghoul 17. But he
Stealth
saved
and Nova
it.
side by side for that entire middle sector.
Shiny,
Great battling.
shiny.
What is that?
Dropping.
Safety car? Virtual safety car?
Virtual.
What is that? Virtual, it doesn't tell
Virtual,
me.
I believe. Yeah, it's virtual safety car. I believe Shiny spun there. Yeah, he's missing a wing as well. Oh no, what's happening?
Bit of overtaking under SC here. And,
Yeah, Impulse Neo with a 5 second time
seconds.
penalty, severe collision. Why is Shady overtaking everybody?
I don't know.
This,
Oh, he doesn't have a front wing, he's boxing.
Yeah, he doesn't have a front wing, but that's, in my eyes, not a cause to start overtaking everybody. To go to the pit lane, as we see that White Root gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the pit, virtual safety car, my bad.
Oh no, AMG!
Whoa, no! As he keeps it out of the wall.
But that's a huge time loss, and yeah,
Whoa.
he's lost 3 positions there. He was like, is he gonna go down the inside of slide digit? That's a great move. Unfortunate that he had to even be in that position. But yeah, he's lost about 2 or 3 seconds with that one, but it could have been a lot worse. Great save from AMG.
Yeah, he's lost 2 positions. I believe he was up 7 positions since the start of the race, and I was about to comment on that and look at what he was doing now. As I see him spin off the track and almost hit the wall. It was quite
The
scary
top
moment.
2 are running away with this now, running away from Road Runner. Gap up to 2.3 between Kitten and Runner. Is Runner struggling in the wet? Did he get the VSC restart wrong? I have no idea. But Kitten sets fastest lap.
Oh, nice. I did saw Roadrunner go wide 1 or 2 times.
Ah, okay.
As Cameroon gets a 3 second time penalty, unfortunate.
Naughty, naughty.
Former Kitten now with the Renault Charlie Arc. Maybe? No, not even close. What am I even chatting about? Nova the King in P6, holding Mr. Stealth and XRX Ghoul behind him. I'm quite impressed with how he's doing, especially in the race. As
Yeah, definitely.
somebody
And
who doesn't
White
race
Shrew
this game
has
much.
been lapped on lap 3.
Yes.
Not the showing he's wanted to give out today.
Yeah, I think you might be right with that one. I think AMD King 5 is struggling a little bit as well, as we see that he's now more than a second behind Inferno.
Yeah. I wonder if
Mr. Stealth with a
has
3
damage.
second time penalty.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa, whoa. Is it drying up or something?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't think so. I think it's going to be wet the entire race.
But they just went 2 seconds faster at the front.
We'll see. Time will tell. I don't think the weather's going to change at all this race. A lot of cars cutting turn 1 and 2 there. Probably why there's so many penalties out already.
Yeah, probably.
Trying to see if there's any action. Stealth kind of close to Nova.
Yeah, but the goal is also close to the Roadrunner.
Yeah.
Both the
Yeah.
McLarens.
Both AlphaTauris looking on the attack here, but it's the action's fizzled out now a little bit. I think. Yeah, the driver's just getting comfortable in the wet now, and the Inter's seeing maybe. I don't think we'll see any zero stoppers. I'd be really surprised if we did. Obviously, there's even more laps here than there is in Baku, and I think the tyre wear is higher here as well. So I think it'll be very unlikely.
I think it would depend on if there's gonna be a safety car. I think.
Yeah, safety car is
there is-
huge.
Yeah.
Kitten setting the
As you see,
fastest
the
lap.
goal going side by side with the Roadrunner going into turn 1. Still going side. Oh no, he go for the switchback, didn't work. But he's now completely up the gearbox, trying to go for the overtake once again. Whoa, so great the racing on display here by the AlphaTauri and McLaren driver. As the Roadrunner goes wide. Unfortunate. Is he going to send it? No. But yeah, damn. So that's the goal 17 up in P4.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about that
think-
move. I think it was a terrible move. Overtaking a McLaren, absolutely horrendous.
Absolutely.
Look,
You hear
No.
that from the GOAT himself here first.
no,
But,
again,
Yeah.
great move by the goal. He's put himself into a
Yellow
podium position,
flag.
and Sylph
That's
gets ahead of
Impulse
Neo. No, Neo's had an issue. Something's happened to Neo. I think a big mistake. And AMG now. Last the first man right behind Neo. Will he sense an opportunity as Charlie Ark? The top two are really running away with this now. Of course, and AMG goes up the inside of Neo. And Neo is really
Whoa,
struggling
huge
here.
moment.
AMG gets on the power. Even Inferno's going to take a piece of Impulse Neo. And yeah, Neo is not having a great time here. Something has happened to his tire and he's pitting. He's got to have damage. Inferno
Yeah.
coming back at AMG, I think, but AMG's too far ahead. And yeah, that's a nice position. Almost hitting the back of the Mercedes there. But AMG up into P11 with Inferno getting
3 seconds.
yeah, 3-second time penalty. But up 7 positions for AMG. And yeah, and again now to settle back into this race and see how when he'll catch up to Karazu. If he catches up to Karazu.
I think he will. But I just want you to show Sylph in the Williams has also gained 6 positions
Yeah.
since the
Yeah,
start
right.
of the race, quite anonymously. I didn't notice it.
Yeah.
He's driving a very good race.
He's doing Sebastian Vettel in 2020, you know. P20 to P2, or was it 2019? That's a lie. 2019. Nice and quiet, but up into P6. Sorry,
Cool.
P9 with 6 positions.
The goal, fastest lap of 1:16. Finally in the
Oh.
free air, he is able to
Wow.
drive the pace he's able to race.
Running away from the
Yeah, I
McLarens
believe
here a
he-
little bit.
Gained more than a second in that lap.
Let's see what I can't see Ghoul's battery. But the
The
McLarens are
goal's
running
battery
on
is
like 30.
decent. It's decent. Ooh, Charlie. Oh no. I got scared. I switched over to Charlie Ark, and then I saw a car on the side of the track, and I thought, no, Charlie Ark, what have you done? It wasn't Charlie Ark, luckily. Ooh. The goal now within 2.6 seconds. He's driving like a madman out there. I want to see that.
I wonder if the McLarens will switch positions at one point.
Whoa, big moment there for Nova. Coming out of the final corner.
Stealth's all over him now, and the Ghoul pumping him
Yeah,
another fastest
definitely.
lap.
Really.
Yeah, both drivers draining their ERS. Oh, around the outside, braking late.
Whoa.
So far, so good. A little bit of
Whoa, a
contact
little
in
bit
turn
of contact
2.
there.
Yeah, I didn't see the angle of that, but still does now move up into P6. He does have a time penalty though.
Definitely.
Yeah, there we go.
Wasn't the cleanest overtake, but overtake nonetheless.
What else can we see on track?
I believe Stealth and Nova both have history with each other. They
Yeah.
have, I believe, in the 22 tier 1 they've had quite a few run-ins with each other as well. Oh, as we see Whitesroot having a moment yet again.
Yellow flags
Interesting.
momentarily.
Yeah, I tried to look at the track map what was happening, but I didn't see who or what it could be.
Stealth brave on the grass. Apparently, I didn't. The camera literally switched just as the overtake was being seen, so I literally didn't see a damn thing. But anyway, AMG is now within a second, and Joshi has left the game.
Roadrunner has left the
Oh
game as
my
well.
god, oh my god.
That's so unfortunate. It's
Oh,
only
no.
them that we're getting.
Let me
I know
invite
it's
them.
not a game, maybe it's just a car. No, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Yeah, let's just focus on the battles. Well, I would call this a battle between Roadrunner and Joshi Boy. Oh no, they're both not in here. My apologies. Oh damn, interesting. Do you all see what I am seeing with the ERS levels? Inferno with another 3-second time penalty. That's very unfortunate. The Roadrunner has joined back. The Ghoul is now within 2 seconds of the two top runners.
Is Joshi back? Yeah, Joshi and Runner back
Yeah,
in.
he just joined back as well.
Oh my god.
Mr. Stealth has now closed up the gap. That's really unfortunate. Have I been kicked? Oh no,
This is really crucial for the constructor. Stealth overtakes Joshi in AI. That is not an overtake. That is a mugging. That is an absolute mugging right there. And he sets a sight on Roadrunner now, who I think both McLarens are now back in the game. Yeah, they are.
Yes, they definitely are.
But yeah, look how close the constructors fight is looking like. We have an AlphaTauri in P3 and P5, and we have a McLaren in P4 and P6. This is crazy stuff. McLaren only leads the constructors by 1 point here. Yeah, so this is going to be really interesting.
I hadn't even noticed. My apologies.
And now
My
Nova.
incompetence.
Oh, come on. Nova is now right back up. There's a huge train for P3 here now.
Yeah.
Oh, P4.
Well, P4,
Yeah.
my game, I don't think it's working properly. It doesn't give all of the timings.
Yeah, mine's broken as well. But Nova gets past Joshi now. And the Ghoul sets another fastest lap. This guy, he's the quickest man on track, surely. He's closing up to the top two
Definitely.
now as well.
He's now within 1.5 seconds of the two front runners.
Yeah.
But the rain is really pouring down now.
Maybe Kitten's quicker than Charlie, but he just can't get ahead of him. Because of that track position, it's so hard to overtake in the wet. And surely Kitten now has to be nervous of the fact that the fast approaching AlphaTauri is on its way. He really doesn't want to be in a freeway fight. Every driver wants a one-on-one fight whenever they can, if they feel like they have the advantage. You don't want to have a Mexican standoff. You want a one-on-one fight, and so I think Kitten will maybe start to be even more aggressive now on Charlie if he has the battery and the pace to do so.
But maybe this was Charlie's plan the whole time. Maybe it's just backing Kitten back up into goal, so they start fighting and he can drive away without the pressure continuously on him. It's a long shot, maybe.
Yeah, the goal again. My God, he's really on it. Huh? Another fastest lap from
Yes,
him.
definitely on one.
And the 100% main thing in the wet is it's not driver ability, it's confidence. And seeing your name in purple at the top of the screen, that gives you huge confidence. So Gould is going to be really feeling himself. He's going to probably go even faster, as we've seen, and he's going to put pressure on the top two now as
Ooh,
well, for
Kitten
sure.
going a little bit right there.
Yeah, speaking of that pressure, making a little mistake there, but he gathers himself nicely. Yeah, this race is cooking up nicely. The goal is now on the back of these guys. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, Jossie Boy and Nova the King have been dropping back just the smallest bit compared to Roadrunner and Mr. Stealth.
Yeah, not looking. That AI shenanigans has cost Runner 11 seconds.
Yes.
He could have been closer to the top three.
Oh, yellow flag, that's Williams. No! It's Sylph. No, 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 no.
Sylph, oh,
He
dearie
was
me.
having such an amazing race.
Yeah, he was having a great
But finds
race.
himself in the spotlight for the complete wrong reasons.
AMG silently into the top 10 now. That's 9 overtakes he's made this race. 6 more than anyone else at the current moment. Looking to lap White Struth, I think. That is. What's the gap to the leader for AMG? AMG 26 seconds, 27 seconds behind Charlie.
What? One safety car could change everything.
Yeah, he's
I
banking
think
on the safety
maybe
car.
AMD would go all the way to the end because 26 seconds. I think
Yeah.
his pit stop would be around 19 seconds.
Yeah, I think a little bit more, maybe 20, 21, 22. Actually, no, you're right, 19, because in the wet they'll be going slower. So yeah, 18,
Yeah.
19. Yeah, I think the best strategy is to pit around the lap 20 mark, lap 18 mark. But if you're gambling on a safety car, obviously you're going to go long. That's a risk. We know Impulse Neo is really good at looking after his tyres, but he is down in P15.
Yeah, I think he even made the pit stop already after that moment
Yeah,
he had.
the wing damage, yeah,
Sector
you're
two.
right. Yeah, that's why he's so low down.
Yeah, I believe Neo was having an amazing race up until that point. But I'm also quite impressed that the top 3 already is 11 seconds away from everything else.
Yeah, they've been driving great, and there's a little bit of a gap forming between Charlie and Kitten, and I think that's due to the Ghoul. I think that's due to the Ghoul being so close to Kitten now. I think will he make a move on the man who's looking to get his 3rd title in URFL, the most of any driver ever in URFL. Big shoes to pass. But of course, it's extremely difficult to overtake in the wet, and I don't think Kitten's going to make a mistake this race, not a single one. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, I don't think he's gonna make a mistake now, but maybe later on in the race, as you get a little bit more tired,
Yeah,
after
Stealth
the
right
tires
behind
are
Runner
a
now.
little bit more worn, maybe then he'll make a mistake. But I don't see one of the top 3 making a mistake at the moment, indeed.
No way. Runner defends to the inside, Stealth goes round the outside. Runner closes it off a little bit, maybe too much if the truth be known, but he keeps the position for now ahead of Stealth.
Yes.
Stealth
Stealth now
now in the
with the run.
slipstream again. Runner going defensive. Stealth to the outsides. Oh, bit of a squeeze. Stealth goes
Big
off the track.
squeeze.
Yeah,
He
big
was
squeeze
off the
there.
track.
Really no room. Giving no elbows out for Runner.
Helicopter shot, yes. He also got the helicopter shot. It's amazing.
Our miracle work AMG has just got a time penalty there.
Yeah,
That's going to cost them a lot if a safety car comes out.
yeah, definitely. I don't see him gaining on XRX goal either. At
No.
least not a lot.
Yeah, not enough.
So yeah, let's take a look at Mr. Stealth again, chasing down a road runner down the main straight. I believe you said it was 1.2 kilometers long.
1.2 kilometers, I think. Yellow flag, sector 2. I think that's one of the Alpines. I think it's tried football. No, it's white shirt again.
He's having a really bad day at the office. Oh, Mr. Stealth around
Stealth
the
goes past
outside
Roadrunner.
with Roadrunner. Damn. I was so focused on the track map that I did not even see it happening until it was too late. I would love to see that back. I might clip that. Okay, Russell with another 3-second time penalty. Maybe now is the time to take a look at how many penalties everybody has.
Joshy Boy in the pits, I believe. Yeah, Joshy Boy is boxed. I don't know if that's.
Interesting.
I hope that's not for front wing damage, but he should get an undercut now. On I believe he was behind Nova.
Yeah, he was indeed behind Nova. I think it's not the worst idea.
Yeah, pretty good strategy call, I think, from Joshy if it works out. The undercut is not that huge on the inters though.
What did you say?
The undercut on the inters is not usually that big compared to the slicks. The deg is slightly different.
If there are people willing to take the tires to the end, then at the end they will be a lot better and you'll probably gain a lot of time.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm not completely sure about that.
Yeah, Nova's response to Joshy pitting, but he gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. This could be quite close on the exit between Joshy and Nova.
This is... My camera was tripping.
Oh, this is really close on the exit.
This is indeed really close. Going side by side. Oh, little squeeze there.
Off the track.
We're seeing both the McLarens being pushed off track there now.
Nova keeps the position, and now he has 1 lap fresher tyres than Joshy.
Yeah, but I think Joshy's tyres will be more onto the right temperature than Nova's tyres. So hopefully for Joshy he can get a good exit out of the last corner.
Yeah, this is definitely not over. Sylph getting past Shaney there in the background.
A little bit of a moment there for Joshy boy. Hey, is the goal and the Roadrunner better? Pitting? I just called Roadrunner the Roadrunner. So that's the goal in P5. Yeah. AMG now in P6.
He's surely got a box. I have no idea what the tyre wear is like, but he has to surely.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see what lap times the Ghoul will be doing now. Already stuck behind XRX Ghoul. That's not gonna help him much.
Yeah, that's not good. I wonder if the front 2 are gonna pit now. If they're even no, Charlie stays out, Kitten stays out. I think that's the right move. I think they really need to wait for XRX Ghoul to get out of the way, or to build a gap to him first. Yes. Yeah, this is really bad for the Ghoul. He's losing a lot of time behind the other Ghoul, XRX Ghoul.
Battle of the Ghouls as we see XRX Ghouls go into the pit. Hey, Shaney is pitting as well, but he's already on a few laps down, I believe. It's so fortunate. AMG King 5 now in P4. It's gonna be close on the exit with Mr. Stealth, I thought, but it isn't as close as I thought it was gonna be. Maybe with Mr. Stealth Roadrunner, but that also isn't that close. Interesting. So we got 3 people in the top 10. Oh no, 4 people in the top 10 who haven't pitted yet. Charlie, Ark, Farmer Kitten, AMG King 5 and Inferno 90S.
I think, so Kitten into the pit now, but I think the Ghoul might just jump him, to be honest. It's going to be really close with the Ghoul and Kitten. I think the Ghoul is going to set a fastest lap now as well here on lap 21 in this rainy Brazilian Grand Prix. Is he going to? Yes, he does. A 16-0. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous.
Gonna be close on pit exit though.
I don't even think it's going to be close. I think the Ghoul is going to come out way ahead of Kitten, and he does. Yeah, Kitten.
Oh, my apologies. My apologies.
Don't worry. I'm just an expert, Mel. Don't worry.
Yeah, the goat.
Yeah. I wonder what Charlie does now. Does he go long and hope for fresher tires? Because he is surely going to come out behind both the Ghoul and former Kitten now. I think the Ghoul is...
That depends if the Kitten will battle the Ghoul.
Battle, yeah.
I think that's very unlikely that they will start battling.
Yeah, I think if I was Charlie, I'd stay out, because I think he's going to... If he does pit, which he decides to, I think he's going to come out in P3 here.
Oh, he's pitting.
And he's got a 5. No, he's just ruined his race.
He definitely.
Yeah, 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane there. That's a shame. I think he's going to come out in P3 anyway.
I think you might be right about that.
We'll see. The Ghouls definitely. Yeah, the Ghouls already. Yeah, they're already past him into the Senna S's. Let's see what his pit exit is like. Yeah, from in the space of like 3 laps, Charlie has gone from having a wonderful race in P1 to losing track position completely, and now he's got a huge mountain to climb because he's only got 2 lap fresher tires than the Ghoul. He's only got 1 lap fresher tire than Kitten, and he has to overtake both of them with a 5-second penalty as well. So I think he's really throwing the race down the drain here, Charlie. But you never know. We could see something crazy happen here.
Indeed.
But the Ghoul, right now, is my driver of the day vote. He's driven fantastically. I haven't started P5, no?
Yeah, he started P5.
Yeah, started P5.
He overtook Jossie at the start, then he overtook Roadrunner,
Yeah.
and then he closed up the gap rapidly and pitted the earliest of the top runners.
So it's another
And-
fastest lap.
Yeah. Maybe it is getting drier. No, I'm joking. It's definitely not getting drier. I think the Ghoul might even drive away with this. Looking at the times at the moment. Oh, Inferno DNFs.
Oh.
That's a weird place. Did you see where he crashed?
No, I
The
think it
end
was
of-
at the end of turn 4, where Max
Yeah.
Verstappen pushed off Lewis Hamilton in 2021.
Whoa,
Deserved
whoa,
it.
whoa, 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 whoa. Did you really have to bring in the GOAT, Max Verstappen? No, I'm so sorry. But yeah, the Ghoul already with a 1.4 second lead over Farmer Kitten.
Yeah, I think this is the Ghoul's race to lose now. All he has to do is keep it on the
Well,
island. No time penalties, and he should win.
Yeah.
And I wonder if AMG is going to pit or not. He's being hounded by Runner, Stealth, Nova, Joshi, and XRX Ghoul here. They're all behind him in a train. I don't think he's going to be able to hang on here. Roadrunner 10th behind him. Both drivers using their battery to try and keep track position. Shane getting lapped right in the middle of that, ghosted. I think AMG looks slightly faster on the straight here, but Runner looking down the inside, not quite going for it, but he does have a better line. He should get a better exit than AMG here, and he does. He gets maybe too good of an exit. Gets
Ooh,
stuck behind
Mr. Stealth.
AMG. In the slipstream of AMG down into turn 4. And again, AMG's straight line speed just seems superior to the McLaren there, keeping track position there for the time being. But I think Runner has a lot more pace than AMG. Stealth also now hounding Roadrunner, but again, there's no room for two cars there in the wet. Yeah, just spicing up here. I think we have a big train being led by a slow driver. Well, not a slow driver. He's on old tyres, that's why. Don't kill me, AMG.
Yeah, it's a risky thing to say. I believe Nova is also getting back into the group now, just as Jossie is, and maybe even Neo? No, XRX Ghoul. It's interesting. So you see that the Ghoul now has a 2-second lead already. It's fucking...
Yeah, this is
Flaming it
dominant. But Charlie, Kitten and Charlie battling now to turn 4 almost. Kitten going a little bit defensive. Charlie deciding to wait for another opportunity there. Wasn't quite far enough alongside to go for the move there, but yeah.
I do
Oh
believe
no,
that
we see that's straight football. I
AMG is
see
gonna
you
drop
go
down the order.
straight straight football. I see you go straight. Roadrunner has left the session.
Oh,
Wait,
for
do we
God's
see that
sake.
Jossie boy?
AMG
Yeah,
lost
both
3
of them.
positions.
Why are they
Yeah, we
leaving
need-
together? I'm so confused.
That's. I told you it's the car.
What the heck?
Yeah, it's really unfortunate as we already see them dropping back. Oh, yeah, that of a 5-second time penalty for Nova the King for ignoring track limits. No, ignoring yellow flags. My apologies.
Do you think he could get that removed?
It depends. I didn't see what happened. But if he overtook somebody during a yellow flag, somebody who was ghosted, I don't think he will. But he could, I'm not sure. I'm no steward anymore, luckily.
I am.
Charlie Arik now in P2. Interesting. Oh. Hello. All my timings have disappeared. As we see that Camerooni has Shaney has overtaken Camerooni.
Hey, both the
Interesting.
McLarens were looking strong in qualifying, and they've just dropped down to be 8 and 9 in the actual race.
Yeah, they have been experiencing technical difficulties. They both get kicked at the same time the whole race.
Oh,
Yeah, it's weird as fuck. Nobody else has been kicked, only them two. As we see that Mr. Stealth now has driven away of Nova the King, AMD King, and XRX Ghoul, who we are seeing going side by side. Woo. Some nice racing there. But yeah, I don't think we will see AMD pit.
Yeah, me neither. Things going all the way.
Unless there is a safety car, it's highly unlikely there will be a safety car.
I think that's a mistake by AMG not pitting by now.
Nah, not really. It started
Depends
at
if he
the
makes
back.
it.
Yeah,
Big slide
that's,
though.
That's it. Kitten now almost on the second of Charlie Arik, who's in P2.
Wait, when did Charlie get past Kitten?
I missed it.
Ah,
I missed the actual overtake. But I did see Roadrunner and Tried Football has left the session. Joshy Boy still isn't back.
yeah. I've got news. Joshy Boy is not coming back.
Ooh, big moment there for AMG King. This will surely open the door for Roadrunner here. as Rotterdam tricks it through the slipstream, activates his ERS, and basically waits until the straight is done, and then he can put his car alongside. Oh no! Oh fuck! What is happening here? Between the McLaren and the Mercedes driver. The farmer team is out!
Oh
There's
my
AMG
God!
King in the wall!
AMG's
Oh,
out!
that's the race over. Will it be a
Safety
safety car?
car.
Yes, it will be a safety car, but
Safety
AMG
car, safety
will
car,
not
safety
pit now
car.
because he has DNFs into a wall.
Oh my god.
That's really unfortunate. I believe they are former teammates as well. This is not what you want.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Well, I can clip it for you, see.
Yes,
I'll
please.
clip it for you and I'll send it to you.
I saw AMG go into the wall, but I didn't see what caused it.
I believe Rotterdam did the dummy move. Thinking to go for the outside, but then went for the inside. AMG made a late decision to cover off that move, and then Rotterdam got sent into the wall. And then I was talking a lot, so I didn't see what happened, but I believe they made contact and AMG got speared into a wall.
Damn.
Joshy boy's back.
Yes. That is good. But yeah, this will. Oh, Charlie Ark pitting. To
How
remove his
many?
penalty.
I
The
think
Ghoul is
there's
pitting as
two.
well.
There's two.
Don't
lap
overtake
cars.
the safety car as a leader. The Ghoul.
Oh.
Oh, the Ghoul.
Sly
Is the Ghoul
DJ.
disqualified?
Sly DJ got
The Ghoul is
disqualified.
disqualified. The Ghoul
No
is disqualified
way.
as well.
No, he is.
What a stupid idiot.
Who would
How?
overtake the safety
How do you
car?
think that is going to work, the Ghoul? My
Yeah.
apologies for my...
Who would overtake a safety car, right, Mel?
Yeah, right, well, see? Who would do that? Yeah, so for those who don't know, Velsi overtook a safety car when he was winning a race, leading every lap, and then got disqualified.
Okay, you didn't need to rub it in, Mr. Mel.
I didn't
Everybody
rub it in,
knows.
I only did it to inform the people, Velsi. There's a difference.
Oh, hey, Sylph has now moved up into the points position here.
I sense a ticket in AMG.
Yeah, I was in the
You
chat.
yes, Trellis says. Yes, I sense
Hey.
a ticket as well.
Hey, the McLarens who qualified 4th and 5th are now back in 4th and 5th.
Yeah, unfortunately, Joshy has a time penalty, and the top three are on fresh tyres. But Kitten inherits the lead. It's probably going to be like 5 laps of racing. I don't see. I'll check how many warnings the top three are on. Kitten on 2 warnings. Kitten is 1 warning away from a time penalty.
Is that a good sign, Trellis, that you look down because I was shouting?
Oh, of course, Charlie has a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah, but
Kitten
he
really
already
doesn't have to
took
do
that
much.
one.
Oh, he already took it. Okay, lucky boy.
Yeah, Dave.
So yeah, Kitten is on 2 warnings at the moment. Charlie's on 1. And I'll check stealth as well, just because I can.
Abuse your privileges.
Stealth has 3, 4, 5, 6 warnings apparently. That doesn't look right.
I think
Oh wait, it
Impulse
is
Neo
right.
is the only driver. Oh no. He has pitted. But he's just on 22 lap old intermediates. I think. think he
Josh
maybe
and Runner
should've pitted.
deciding to pit for new intermediates. Should be able to get Neo here. Both of them.
Yeah.
Safety
By
car in this
Trude,
lap?
still
No.
driving. Impressive. He just doesn't give up.
Yeah, really impressive.
This is quite impressive, the determination on it.
Yeah, damn right. You want a driver with some grit and some grind, you know?
Oh yeah.
4 stops.
I know who I'm going to try to sign for next season.
What, a man who's 3 laps down?
Slow and
XRX
steady
Ghoul
wins the
said,
race.
I got front row seats to the AMG and runner crash. I do believe so. I hope you clipped it, Ghoul. I would love to see those camera views. Do we
Wait.
think the safety car will be in this lap?
No.
Must be, right?
No.
Jossie has pitted.
Yoshie's pitted
Impulse
again.
Neo has pitted as well as got a
Sylph
rid of his
is now-
penalty.
Sylph is now up to 8th position, down from 10th.
Yes, Sylph.
He's sneaking up the
Driving
table.
quite the anonymous race. I don't see him often, but yeah, he does find himself back in the points yet again, and that's always a good sign.
Was this 4 points for Sylph at the moment?
For P8, it will be 4 points indeed.
Yeah, well, his TP I heard didn't race yesterday, so any points could help.
Yeah, if his TP actually wasn't the racing, then yeah. But we don't
Safety
get
car
confirmation.
in
That's
this lap.
safety car. Thank you, Elsie.
My apologies, no.
Oh!
Whoa!
We saw
Scheisse.
Sylph almost drive into the back of the Ferrari. But most interesting will obviously be when will Kitten go? And why is Mrs. Stealth? Oh no, it's
Stealth being
Shaney.
messed
Shaney,
over
what
by
are
a
you
lapped
doing,
car.
Shaney? Well, but he's purposely holding them back, right?
Is he above 50 miles per hour?
I mean, I think they've led. That is quite a discutable move. I
There
don't
we
know.
go. Oh, Sylph is going up to the inside. Oh, Roadrunner close. Oh no! There was an Alfa Romeo of Ghoul.
Oh no, Kerasu spun there.
The
Standing
Alfa,
sideways on the track.
the Alfa Romeo of Ghoul was sideways on the track and Sylph hit him right in the side pod.
Roadrunner looking down the inside of Nova King, decides not to go for it. Nova turns in anyway, and they both make the corner just fine. But everyone is on fresh tyres. Everyone has full battery. Roadrunner going for it again into Verdura. Oh my god. Giving me a heart attack there, but he keeps the inside line, and surely he's going to go down for it on the inside. Nova covers it off fantastically, but he's got a compromised exit. Now Runner is basically alongside him, goes for the switchback now. And I think Nova gets a big slide on the exit. I was just about to say he's just made there. They got a little bit of contact. Now fully alongside now, and Nova keeps the inside again. A bit more contact, a bit of pushing and shoving. And let's see how effective the slipstream is for
Sylph
Roadrunner.
is-
Who can get the better exit out of this final corner?
Sylph is inches away from Impulse Neo, coming up to the final straight. He doesn't need the DRS. He's got the ERS running. He's done it.
We are
Wait.
watching. I think Roadrunner might send it here on Nova.
Yeah,
Yes, he will.
Roadrunner down the inside of Nova the King.
Oh, little
Nova
bit of
fighting back
contact
though.
there. Oh, Nova not
quite
giving
turning
up.
enough.
No. That is
Runner off
leaving
the
the
track.
track and gaining an advantage.
Was he pushed off? Did he gain an advantage? We don't know, but what we do know is Nova's coming back at him into turn 4 completely onto the grass, and he
Whoa,
gets a
3-second
3-second time
time
penalty, and both
penalty.
McLarens go through. Now Neo looking to pick up the scraps of Nova's misfortune.
My apologies, fellas. It was not, in fact, Neo that Sylph was overtaking. It was Ghoul again. Ghosted Ghoul.
No,
My
Roadrunner
apologies.
and
Again.
Jossie both left again.
Damn it!
Somebody sent them in a fight.
What the hell is going on?
I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it.
It's, I don't know. It's so weird. It is, yeah.
It's Joshy and who?
Alright,
Jossie
I'll
boy,
get it,
5
Rushy, I'll get
seconds.
it. They're my
Penalty for
brothers.
ignoring yellow flags.
He will not be happy
Oh,
about
he
that.
gets overtaken. He doesn't overtake somebody. I don't understand. Sylph moves
Oh, wait,
up
wait.
in
Who's his
P6
teammate?
now.
I've invited Joshy. Who's his teammate? Cameroon?
No, Roadrunner. You mean, I mean to the game, right?
Yes, yes,
Not to the
yes.
party. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. Roadrunner.
Impulse Neo looking good for a podium position here, maybe. As Mr. Stealth gets another 3-second time penalty for multiple track limits.
Sylph
Does one
now
of you
into
know how
P6.
many penalties Mr. Stealth and Nova have?
Yeah, Mr. Stealth has 6 seconds and Nova has 8.
Okay, interesting. I think Nova will get his penalty removed, his 5-second penalty.
Me?
Yes, like I said, Impulse Neo looking good for the podium here.
He is looking good for podium, but Sylph out of nowhere. I've not even been in the points this entire race. The last 5 laps,
he was in the
himself
points
P6.
in the earlier stages, but he unfortunately spun well, see?
Yeah, I had internet connection problems, so I missed the first 20 laps. My apologies for that, everybody in the commentary box, but I'm back now.
Yeah, but we already knew you.
I think the real battle now here is the top two. 2
Definitely.
laps to go. Kitten and Charlie. Kitten obviously under the pressure of getting a time penalty here if he does get one more warning. But of course, if you're at this level, you're already at the limit of the track. You're using every inch available, and in these wet conditions, one tiny mistake could give you that 3-second penalty. 1.5 laps to go now, and the gap has been pretty much the same the entire time. Kitten looking like he will get, I think that's his 3rd win or even 4th win in a row now in 2021.
As Shaney gets a penalty.
As Shaney gets a penalty in the middle sector there. That's unfortunate for him. Kitten starting to slightly open the gap here in the middle sector. It's gone from 3 tenths to 5. But let's see if Charlie can hold on. How much battery does each driver have? It's really only 2 opportunities left for Charlie, unless Kitten makes a mistake. He's got turn 1, and then he's got turn 4 to go, and he looks a bit too far back for my liking if he wants to make a dive into turn 1. Of course, both drivers absolutely hammering their battery. White Shroot with a 3-second time penalty, but I don't think Charlie can make a move into turn 1 here. It's going to be an almighty send if he does. 3 tenths back. He looks at the gap, but
He's thinking about
it.
Really
not close
about
enough.
However, it's currently 19 points for Charlie Ark.
19 points, but he's going to want to make that 26 today. Down to turn 4, he's still not close enough. And Kitten now surely has the confidence in knowing that all he needs to do is to keep it in this middle sector, no time penalties, and get a good exit out of the final corner. That's all he has left. White Shroot nicely getting out of the way there, really happy with what he's doing today. I mean, he's not in the best circumstances, but he's driving there and he's driving well as well. Well, not well, but, you know, he's there. Now, into the final part of the middle sector, Charlie is the closest he's been to former Kitten in these last 5 laps, pretty much since the safety car. What are the battery levels looking like? Almost touching, pushing Kitten through the final corner, banging on the ERS. And
Kitten was on the battery earlier. Kitten was on the battery earlier.
After 36 laps of this rainy Brazilian Grand Prix, crosses the line and wins in emphatic style. Charlie P2, they've been battling together at the front all race long. What a shame for the Ghoul to have been disqualified in a really stupid way, really. He should have been there today at the front as well. Stealth takes the podium spot. Neo 4th. Sylph with a great comeback drive in 5th. Nova P6 of the Mercedes. XRX Ghoul in P7. Roadrunner P8, really not a great showing from him. Kairazu P9. P10 for Joshi, who's had been disconnected a lot of these times. Camerooni just missing out on the points by 1 position. P11. Shaney P12. White Shroot P13. And unfortunately AMG and the Ghoul. We really wish they were still in this race, because they would have shown some great action for us today, but
Nova said he would get a podium after the movables. That could be interesting.
That could be interesting. Stewards will be looking into that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We are waiting for Shaney to finish.
That was an interesting race. Well, what do you think, Mel? I think my driver of the day, I don't know what to make of Ghoul getting disqualified. He was so quick up until he got disqualified. Yeah, definitely the quickest. Made a great strategy call undercutting both Charlie and Kitten. He did everything right up until the disqualification.
Yeah. Let's get some people in for interviews. That's something we do, right?
Oh yeah. Yes. You're
I'll
absolutely
let you do
correct,
the
though.
interviews and I'll ask my question at the end. I'm joking. I'll All right. Yeah, who do you want in here? Obviously, race winner. And then the second.
Yeah.
And
well,
maybe the whole top 5 even.
let's just get as many people as we can.
As many people as we can. Let them all speak together.
Yeah.
Yes. Alright, so if you gave a card, invite to party.
There we go.
Don't get surprised if you don't recognize the name. I'm a new name. Maybe you should invite them.
With the full 25 points from second on the grid, showing points are on a Sunday. Charlie Ark with the fastest lap, unfortunately, should have been probably for Ghoul as well, but second place for Charlie on the podium. Great finish from him, only a 10th behind P1. Stealth with a nice podium, but we don't know if that'll get taken off of him due to Nova's removal of penalties. We'll see what that happens. Neo in P4 and Sylph running out the top 5 after starting P15. A great drive from Sylph, so I think we'll get everyone, as many people as we can.
Yeah, I think we'll get all of the top 6.
I can go first. I need to go pick up my dad in the airport.
Alright, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll talk to you first, mate. Yeah, so, just talk us through qualifying in the race then, Nova.
Quali, I've never been on this side before. Quali, I went on the Inter's first lap because runner went for it, so I was going to go for it. It felt like shit. I broke my wing, so yeah. Then I went in the mediums. There wasn't really a good lap. The softs, I was surprised by my pace. I think I went P7. It wasn't too bad of a lap. As you said, I think I got P6. So okay. In Q1. Q1.
My apologies.
I think Oka said it. It was bad turn 6 entry. I carried too much speed. I figured that out by the end. And then Q2 was pretty smooth. Softs. I mean, the fucking gaps between the drivers were insane. Honestly, incredible the skill that the drivers have here. Q3, it was just on the limit. I think that was the best lap I was gonna do. I think that was faster than my time trial. Maybe it is, maybe it wasn't. I don't remember. But yeah, I thought quality went well. I was happy with the P6. Yeah, and then the race, I assume.
Hey Nova, a phenomenal race from you this weekend. What do you expect to see how you perform next weekend? Where do you think of Bliss?
I'm not racing next weekend.
Oh.
This is a one-off, but yeah. I mean, at least in today's race, I was really happy with what I did today.
Hey, phenomenal result today, though.
Yeah, it'll be a podium after removals. I don't know if I'm gonna get one from anything. It was hard racing today. That was genuinely some of the most fun racing I've ever had. A little bit of sends, a little bit of heard some things. I think runner had a terrible re-entry and killed AMG.
How did you handle the wet weather differently to others?
I don't know. I was slower than Joshy and them, but it was so hard to. It was pretty much. It was like Monaco. It's so impossible to overtake. It was terrible, and ARS was recharging, so it was just. Honestly, it was full push, just full push every lap, every corner. So yeah, it was a couple moments.
Understandable. Well, it was amazing to watch you race, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I got one last question. Did you expect to finish in front of Kerasu?
Yes, I did. It was so
you
easy.
You
to
did expect this.
Didn't even have to try. So, yeah,
Oof.
Ferrari looking good. P9, P11, what was it? P9, P11? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
IDMs are open,
GG.
Right, so I think Shane is next.
What? Whoa. Shaney?
No, it's Joshy next. Joshy's the race. Fuck, I can't remember.
Why is Shaney here? If I may ask.
I don't know.
Alright, let's just go to Joshy. Joshy, you've been disconnecting throughout this race. I mean, you had decent pace there, looking maybe for a podium at one point if you could catch the top 3 guys, with Ghoul catching up to them. Just talk us through qualifying in the race and then what happened with your disconnects and how that affected your race.
Hang on,
Don't
I
even
would
get
like
me
to.
started on them disconnects.
I would
Jesus
like to add
Christ.
something. I would like to add something to that. How come every time you disconnected, your teammate also disconnected at the exact same time?
I know I was running the same thing to be honest, because it was only me and Roadrunner lagging in like the
Yeah.
22 races as well, in like Baku and stuff. But I didn't disconnect. But I really got no clue on why that was happening. Probably just coincidence or something, or Nova just being
Yeah.
host.
Maybe.
But qualifying Q1 was easy enough. Do one lap, I got second, and then it was only what 2 drivers getting knocked out. I didn't worry too much. Q1, same thing, 2 laps, easy, and then Q3, my final run, I ran out of battery at the end. I lost a bit of time, but with the disconnects as well, kind of put me off a bit. And race was just frustrating. Nova was very dangerous, by the way. Trying to get past
In what
him
sense?
in going wide and rejoining and right, like cutting us off, cutting our lines off, being very aggressive, too aggressive. And Ghoul on lap 2, moving on the braking, weaving on the straight as well. I didn't really want to risk anything, but the disconnects just was like, it's done. There's no point. Everyone's just going to overtake me. And I'd Nova forced me a penalty from rejoining.
I also have a
It's
question. Did you see what happened with AMG?
When was this, like, on the main straight?
with the roadrunner. I think he means.
The only thing I can remember with AMG was when, like, turn 1, 2, I think, Runner and Stealth getting past him, I think. And that's really all I saw of him in the race.
My apologies. It might seem that I got the wrong gamer tag. I think Mello's right. It's Roadrunner, not Joshy Boy. That is on me.
I believe the next race is Hungary, Josie. What can we expect from you there? Let me double check that. Real quick.
DNF.
Yeah, before I say anything, let's check.
Singapore, my apologies. Next track is Singapore.
Oh, I do like the track, but the last race I did in 22, it didn't go according to plan. And 21, I don't remember much of. I think the same thing happened.
Talk us through what went wrong in 22, the last time you were around.
Last season, when I was in Aston Martin with Kitten for Singapore, the race was going good. I think I was on for P2 or podium with Kitten, and late safety car bunches up. I think Dibs and Jake were getting a bit desperate and kind of being a bit reckless a bit. That's all I can really remember.
Alright. Thank you for your time, Josie.
Have a good
Now,
Before we
evening.
move
What,
on
what,
to...
well, no, one more question for Joshy.
Oh.
Do you think you're going to get your penalty
My
removed,
apologies.
Joshy?
That's a good question.
I think I could, but I don't even see if there's a point wasting my time. But where did I finish in the end? Because I wasn't in the lobby.
P10, I believe.
Well, the clip I've got could get Nova penalised and my penalty removed. So, I don't know. It might get him off the podium or wherever he
This
was.
could be interesting.
I have one on
Alright.
goal 17 as well for weaving, cutting us off, and pushing Roadrunner off track into the braking zone.
Alright, yeah,
Interesting.
that's all from me. Unlucky. We know how quick you can be, especially on a Saturday. Hopefully it goes better next week.
Yeah. He's a
Yeah.
bit of a dry track merchant, though.
Nah.
Sure.
I wouldn't call it that, Elsie. I wouldn't call it that. But
Alright.
then
Congratulations
what's
on your
next?
finishing position, Mr. Joshy.
Not too happy about it, to be honest.
Wait, Neo isn't here. So then
Runners next, I think.
Yeah, let's quickly
The
ask
other
Aaron a
McLaren.
few questions if he's here. Hey, are you?
Yeah.
Did you input your
Disconnects
audio?
keep plaguing you as well, Runner. You specifically. Just talk us through qualifying in the race, and yeah, if you could shed any light on you disconnecting at the same time as Joshy as well.
Um, well, we went into qualifying. We we were expecting into going into the Q3 for sure, but after Q1 and Q2, Joshy started disconnecting, and then I started disconnecting, and it was almost at the same time. And that's what happened after the race, and during the race it happened exactly the same time. Whether that's us being in the same team, or us being in the same party, or us being in the same, or us being in Nova's lobby, I've got no idea. But from my half, I don't think it's anything to do with mine, because I think it would have happened on Saturday, but it didn't happen on Saturday. Well, but Q1 we expected to go through. I got through on the medium, so we saved a compound. Q2 was fine. Used one set of softs, and then we had loads of softs at the end. I know I got P3, but I think was it Joshy P4? It was then.
Yeah.
That was quite a good result for the team, but we didn't know we had any points going into the race, and it all looked okay. As a first incident with Gaul, I don't really. He weaved a bit. He braked late. He hit me off. Gained the position, didn't give it back. I can't be asked to report on that, because I've had so many problems today that I can't cope with. AlphaTauris and Mercedes, same line games or whatever. So then that happened. Then me and Joshy got disconnected, so we got back to the pack with the battle for fifth pack, or whatever you want to call it. Then Stealth got past us, and then we disconnected again. Then then the pit stops happened, and then I had to get past AMG.
How did you feel about that final safety car?
I didn't really care, because the race was done. We weren't getting the podium. We weren't getting good points.
Do you feel like you caused it?
There's many incidents. Well, I think you need to name one of them.
The one with AMG King 5. Do you think you caused that, or do you think it was a racing incident, or do you think he caused it?
But the one that caused the safety car.
Yes, indeed.
Um,
The final safety car.
I don't know. Well, I came in. I tried to go on the inside. He weaved once, and then he weaved again when I moved late. So he moved under braking, which caused me to hit the wall. So then I'm going off track because I had to. And then I was going so fast that I rejoined quickly, and then he's there. So like I don't know what he's supposed to expect. He's supposed to like go through me or something. I don't know. So
So you're assuming that AMG King 5 is at fault for that crash?
I don't know who's at fault for crash. I don't really care. I don't.
Well,
if I,
from the sounds
if
of
I
that
get a
description,
penalty.
he weaves twice. It would be his fault.
Yeah, it
you
would
could
be.
probably get. He probably gets a penalty. You probably move up a place.
I don't know. I don't
So
care
how do you
because
feel like your session went overall?
shit.
Without swearing, please. We're on a podcast here.
Oh, sorry. Poo. Is that better for you?
Yes, indeed. Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it summarized. Nothing else to say.
Okay,
Thoughts on next week? Hungary?
Not racing.
Singapore.
Singapore even.
Not racing.
Not racing.
Why not?
No. I've got
Why?
other things in life to do. No, I'm joking. I've got exams, so. Yeah.
Well, good luck with your exams.
Thank
And we'll
you.
hope to see you in Hungary then.
Not in
Yeah.
Hungary,
And the race after Hungary. I don't know. Soon.
which not in Hungary, not after Hungary. I'm aiming for Silverstone.
Monza.
No, not Monza. It's Silverstone.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll see you in Silverstone then. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Which we speak to Shaney in XRX school before getting up to the top two.
Mate, I want to interview the driver of the day, but he's a bit shy.
Yeah, we could ask a few questions to Shane and go first before we
Yeah,
go
yeah,
to the
yeah. Go for it, go
podiums.
for it, go for it.
Shane, are you here? Nope. Cool. XRX school, are you here?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Go for it. Qualifying in the race, mate.
I mean, Q1, the aim was just to get to Q2. So I was just trying to put in that one lap that made me get there. But then managed to get there somehow. Q2 was tight, it was close. And it came down to the last lap, which got me P10 just about, which sent the two Ferraris down,
Yeah.
which I was quite pleased about. And Q3, I wasn't really trying that hard. I put the mediums on just to test the wings, try and change it up a bit, but it didn't do much.
Under Park Fermi as well, trying to change the setup. How much practice did you do for this?
Absolutely zero.
Interesting.
How'd your race go after that?
Zero practice.
At the start of the race, I managed to jump my teammate on the first corner, which I was quite happy about because I got a tiny bit of room. Then it was sort of just trying to stick to the McLarens who were in front of me. And then because of the disconnecting, I managed to get a few overtakes. And then when it got to just before the safety car, when they took each other out, that was a pretty interesting thing to see.
What, the
Oh,
two
yeah?
McLarens?
No,
Would
not
you
the
like
two
to
no,
McLarens,
explain more into
AMG.
this?
All right.
Oh,
AMG
yeah.
runner.
AMG and runner.
Yeah, you said you had the clips of that as well, right?
Yeah, I've got the clip of that.
Yeah, what
That
was
was
your
I would
opinion
like to
of
see
that
that after.
incident?
Hey,
Well, I saw
Mr. Gould,
runner.
my
Yeah.
apologies. Go ahead.
I saw runner go for the dummy, but I don't think AMG saw it and he's going to close off the inside, which made contact. And then I think runner just got a bit angry, possibly, and just sort of thought I'll go into him.
Wow. Yeah. How are you feeling for the next race?
I mean, it's Singapore, ain't it?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bit difficult, but I think round about where I was this race, I think I should finish.
I also had one more question. What was happening around about the 31st lap between you and Sylph?
Sylph, I mean, he got ahead of
Because
me.
you were ghosted, and then you weren't ghosted, then you were. And I'm just curious what happened there.
Was this after the safety car restart?
Yes, it was.
Do you want me to talk on from there?
Yeah.
So
Go for it.
basically, the safety car restart happened, and then the first corner Nova went a bit too deep and we made contact, which I spun around, collecting someone. I'm not too sure who it was.
Sylph.
And then and then they went through me, and I sort of had to try and keep up with them, but I couldn't get past at all. I say I had the penalty advantage.
Was that everything?
Yeah, really.
Because I saw the accident at turn 2, obviously between you and Nova. Then I saw you parked in the center of the track, Sylph hit you, and then all of a sudden you were ghosted for like 2 laps, and he overtook
Was
you
I?
again. It really confused us, yeah. It
Oh,
really,
I-
sorry, I don't know about us, but it confused me as a commentator because you were ghosted, and I thought you were Impulse Neo. So I was like, "That's Sylph overtakes Impulse Neo." But no, he doesn't. He's just overtaking his position back. So I don't know what went on. That's why I
I
thought
didn't
I'd
know I was
ask.
ghosted.
No, yeah, you were. To Sylph at least. He went
Oh,
through
I
you.
didn't even know.
Oh, okay. So are you feeling confident for Singapore one last time?
Yeah, a little bit, not too much. I think finishing P7 to 5th maybe.
How do you feel about your performance overall today? Where do you think you would come top 10?
I think it was all right. I mean, it could have been better with penalty wise and collision wise, but overall, I think went all right.
Okay. Who do you think was your driver of the day?
I would have said Gould, but he got disqualified.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's what I was gonna say.
Indeed.
Oh, I wasn't gonna bring that up.
I'm gonna have to give it to my teammate because he got that screwed over down to
Is that
16th,
Neil?
and yeah, Neil, and then he got back up to P4, I think, possibly podium if paints come into play. So I think I
Honestly,
have to give it to him.
that's a good shout. That's a good shout. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you for
thank
your
you.
time. I think it's Shaney's turn next.
Oh Lord.
Mate, fix your mic. Or we're gonna kick
Nah,
you.
he's just memeing. Shaney, qualifying in the race, go for it. And include
No,
your audio.
no, no.
No?
Okay.
No.
I do have a statement from our driver of the day. If anybody would like.
What do you mean our driver of the day? It's not even...
Well, Sylph got driver of the day.
Alright,
Mate,
Charlie,
Mate,
converting that pole position into a win was not like... Let me just start that again. Weren't able to
No,
convert that
well,
pole position into a win today. Just talk us about how you got pole in qualifying and then obviously the race with Kitten and the Ghoul before he got disqualified.
Yeah, so qualifying, Q1, I did one run and one set of soft tyres, which got me that I was fastest in Q1. Then Q2, I used that set of tyres, I did the one run and managed to get fastest again, I think, maybe, or no, at the end Kitten managed to just get ahead of me. Having done multiple runs and stuff like that. Then Q3, I knew that with the track being Brazil and a short track, I could get 3 runs in, having saved a set of soft tyres. So I had 3 sets of soft tyres, and I could get 3 runs in. First run, I was 2 tenths behind Kitten. Second run, I managed. That was when I got I was 8/100. Or was it 18? One, I don't know.
18 thousandths.
Ahead of Kitten, and then I think on the final run I wasn't able to improve, so I boxed, and then I don't know what happened with Kitten, whether he invalidated or just didn't improve. I don't know if you
I
can tell
believe
me
he
about that.
invalidated.
Oh, right, okay. Then when the race began, I knew that if I got a good start, I could maintain the pace because it's so much harder to overtake in the wet, which I did. Was ahead of Kitten. Then Ghoul managed to catch up, having pushing. He managed to get to the back of me and Kitten. Then he boxed for the undercut, which fair play to him, it worked, and he was able to get ahead. And then I boxed a lap after Kitten, and I ended up coming out behind Kitten. Then Kitten made a mistake, I think. Oh, sorry, going back to when I pitted. As I went into the pits, I got a 5 second time penalty, which obviously was my race ruined at that moment in time. Kitten and Goo were ahead of me when I came out of the pits. I managed to get past Kitten because I think he went wide going on the start-finish straight, I believe. So I was able to just sail past him then and try and hunt down Ghoul. Then the safety car came out, which meant I knew that no matter what anyone around me did, I was going to box anyway because I needed to get rid of the 5 second time penalty. Which me, Ghoul, and Kitten all boxed, and I don't know who else boxed behind me, but yeah, we all boxed. So then I came out P3, and then managed to get Kitten again, and I think maybe, I don't know. Oh, in fact, no, actually, no. I don't know. I don't know how I managed to get back behind Kitten, but I know that I was. Then the safety car came out. Gould got disqualified for something. I'll have to look back on that, but I don't
he
know what
overtook the
happened.
safety car.
Oh, right, okay. So that's a bit shit for
it
him.
was his
But yeah.
own choice to overtake the safety car. It was not the best choice, but.
All right. Okay. And then yeah, had a good fight with Kitten, kept it clean, good hard racing, and no penalties either way. I had 2 warnings, so I was on the brink of getting a penalty. I knew that he had more downforce in the middle sector, and I had the straight line speed because every straight I was catching him, but then he managed to keep ahead of me, and fair play to him, he won the race by a tenth of a second. So yeah, well done to him.
Yeah,
Okay,
some
how are
great
you
battles there
feeling?
with you and Kitten.
Say that again, sorry.
I was going to ask, how's he feeling going into Singapore next week?
I mean, I like the circuit. I like the way that it is. But it's one of those ones where you can get time penalties very easily. So I think it's another one of those tracks where it'll be decided on time penalties, and it'll be close. The weather shouldn't come into play because I don't think it rains that often. In fact, no, actually, that's a lie. It does rain in Singapore. But yeah, I'll be looking for another good result, and hopefully this time I can get a win.
Lovely. Any more questions for Charlie?
Yeah, where would you class in Singapore that you get a lot of penalties from? Because I believe Singapore is quite a tight barrier track. You can't get a lot of penalties there.
I would probably most say Sector 3 is probably one of the. In order to gain time, you have to push the limits of the track. You have to push the track limits. That's what I would say anyway. And then maybe turn 1 and 2. That's another one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get what you mean in the fact that it's close to the walls, but there are places where you can get time penalties and warnings.
Yeah, it's a very tight track. Overtaking is very difficult, but it's if you get a good
Impossible.
place in qualifying, then pretty much set.
Yeah, I mean, if it was as close as if it's as close that at Singapore as it was today, then I'll be happy because it's always more fun when it's close.
Close.
I was proud of every driver that participated today.
So
We've made a huge mistake. Stealth was meant to go before Charlie, but whatever.
we can talk to him still if you want to. It's
Yeah,
up to you, Oka.
yeah. Cheers, Charlie.
No.
Good result in the
Yeah,
end there.
thank
Got
you.
fastest lap as well in the end, so nice one.
Did I
Yeah,
get fastest lap?
that's a good 19 points for you, Mr. Charlie.
Yeah,
Oh, I got
okay.
a question
Thank you.
for Charlie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
go
think
on.
the championship fight is over? Do you think you still have a chance?
I mean, I've said it before. As long as it's mathematically possible, I'll always go for it. I mean, there's a chance Kitten could DNF, and it'll bring me right back into it. But I mean, Ghoul's not that far behind me now after this race. I am ahead of him just. I don't know if Insanity will return or not, but it's looking good for Kitten. But anything can happen. I mean, just look at Abu Dhabi 2021. Anything literally can happen.
That is
A very good statement.
yeah, exactly. I was at the loss for words.
Thank you for your time this evening, Charlie.
No worries. I'll be staying
good
to listen to Kitten's interview anyway.
Okay. Thank you for your time this evening, and good luck for next week.
Thank you very much.
Stealth. Are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Yeah, I literally, I'm so sorry. I completely just scrolled past your name there, but thank God I've
No.
seen you.
It's fine.
Yeah, so you finished on the podium here today. Maybe we hear that the steward's office might take that off of you. Nova might be getting some penalties removed or something. But as it stands, you are on the podium. So just talk us how qualifying went for you and how you got up on the podium in the race.
I'll tell you that quality was pretty decent for once. Wasn't expecting a very good position in Q3 because I definitely went for the wet setup. So P7, I was happy with that. And then what can I say? I don't know
How
what
did-
Nova. Yeah.
How did you react when the weather turned?
I mean,
What did you do differently from the rest of the grid that got you that podium?
probably just staying calm. I think others got very impatient at times. It showed with AMG and Roadrunner. AMG came off worse. The safety car came out, but that was late. So
Did
go
you
back
think
to the start.
you pitted at the optimal time? Do you think you pitted a little late? Did you gamble? Did you play it safe? Talk to me about that.
Honest, I wanted to go as late as I possibly could, but at the same time stay ahead of Roadrunner because I had a very hard time getting ahead of him. Hard but clean racing. So yeah, obviously Ghoul appeared on, I think it was lap 18 to undercut, I think.
I believe so.
Yeah. So I decided to stay out, didn't want to double stack because I know that would have cost me a bit of time with how the game is double stacks.
The hair worked
So
out in the end.
yeah, just about go ahead of him.
Did
Slightly better
you
tyres.
did you capture anything that happened between Runner and AMG? Oh, you
No, I
were
don't
ahead
think
at that
so.
point.
Yeah, I was ahead at that point, so I didn't see anything. I just saw Lou Dot.
Oh, before you're asked how you're feeling about Singapore next week, who do you think is your driver of the day here at Brazil?
Oh, right. Give me a second. 'Cause it's hard because it would have been Gould, but then he got disqualified.
I think almost everybody would have said go until he got disqualified.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna vote
Yeah,
Ghoul.
that was
I
a
think
bit
it's
BS.
yeah. I don't know what happened. I didn't see it. Like
He
I
I don't
saw
overtook
it.
the
understand.
safety
It's
car.
on stream,
Yeah,
I
but like
believe.
how?
He
From
just
what he
overtook
told
the
me,
safety car. He made the decision to
from
go past it for some reason.
from what he told me, it was someone was right up his gearbox and he couldn't even see the safety car because of the rain. That's what I've heard
Oh
from Gould.
wow.
And then, I mean, 2 seconds to let the safety car pass is a bit
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I
but
stupid.
thought for a
only
second
stupid
he
idiots
made
keep
it, but
only stupid idiots overtake the safety car.
yeah, well, so you would know everything about it, right?
Yeah.
All right.
My
Well,
apologies.
congrats on the podium. I don't know if you'll keep it, but to be honest, I hope you do, mate. Actually,
Hey,
no, I
yeah,
hope you
it's well
don't.
deserved.
I
I
Sorry,
mean,
hope you
my
I'm
don't.
apologies, Norbert.
Are you conscious of how close you are to McLaren and the constructors?
Yeah, I was. That's why I was so devastated when Gould got
The
disqualified because
goal got
that would
disqualified.
have been
Yeah.
a massive point swing.
Yeah, I
It would
was
have been a
actually getting
mighty.
nervous in the commentary box. I was like, God, AlphaTauri's smashing us at the
Yeah.
moment. Our boys kept getting disconnected, but I think you are now in the lead of the championship in the constructors. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Um,
Congratulations indeed.
yeah, and thoughts on Singapore?
Um, Pretty confident about that track. I think 21 and 22, I'm pretty decent around there. But I just need to get back in the rhythm after not racing for a couple of weeks and all that. So I think once I get into the rhythm, I'll definitely be challenging for the regular podiums, maybe even an occasional win. So who knows?
Yeah, fair enough. That's all from me. Anyone else?
Yeah, thank you for your time, Mr. Self. And we'll hope to see you next week.
Me too.
All right, on to our race winner and championship leader, looking to go for 3 world titles in URFL. No one's ever done it before. It's former
Can
kitten, my
Hello.
goats, my goats, showing that the old guys are back on top. So yeah, how did qualifying go? Missed out on pole position by 18 thousandths of a second. Talk us through that.
Yeah, so going to Q1, me knowing it was going to be wet in the race. I mean, Brazil is quite common for it to rain, so I decided to go on the mediums. I mean, I would have done if it was dry, but anyways, I went out on mediums to do a long run, get my eye in on the track, testing where the limits are. I was doing a high fuel run. Was down in like P13 at one point, and then I was recharging my ERS to go again. A few ones have been invalidated. Just seeing where the limits are really, and then going into Q2, went on the softs. Went on a U soft actually in Q2. Um, Trying to improve on that. Got up to P4, and then the last run was I think that was the best lap I've done in Q2. I reckon out of the ones in Q3. Managed to get around 2-3 tenths ahead of Charlie. So that was a good lap overall. And then Q3, I was just using my new set. I had 2 new sets in Q3. So the first lap, that was the best one I could do. I was surprised I managed to get in the late 106,
Yeah,
just
6-9
about.
banker.
Yeah, tried to do a banker on the first run, and then the second run I was just pushing too hard on turns 1 and 2, and then I validated on the exit turn 3. I was up on my delta, but then I just lost time, so I backed out of that, and then just had enough fuel, but unfortunately end of quali, so I just came to the pits. I was quite glad. I mean, you say that the gap was 18 thousandths, but I'm quite glad that P2 I got, really, because I was on the clean side of the grid. Anyways, going to the race, it was wet, of course. Charlie had a slightly better start than me. Covered off the inside for no late dive bombs. Maintained position, and I was just following Charlie through the first few laps, just making sure I can stay close to him. He was maintaining around 0.6 a lap. Sometimes in sector 2 I was closing down to 3/10 a lap. That was down to the fact, as what Charlie explained with the setup. I had more downforce through middle sector. The reason why I chose a more downforce setup was purely because of dirty air. I knew that you can't really overtake in the rain, so my only chance was sticking with Charlie was through the corners. Because then if I lose the car, I'm able to gain back a bit of downforce. And then I see Gaul closing up. So yeah, fair play to him on that. I mean, most wet races we've done in URFL, Gaul has been very strong in the wet, so he was closing up. So I was just trying to keep up with Charlie, kept a clean race going on, not making many mistakes. Charlie had a few mistakes in sector 2. That's what meant I was closing up. At one point I made a mistake and it was like 1.1, but then I caught it back up to 0.6. But like every time I got very close to Charlie on the straight, I just couldn't overtake. Again, that was down to the setup. So Gaul was closing up. I mean, I was quite tempted to just let him go and fight Charlie, be more preserved on the tyres, but I just managed to maintain position and just tried to keep the gap behind at a second. And then Gaul pitted. He tried to do the undercut. I knew that the other AlphaTauri of Stealth was within our pit stop window, so I knew what they were doing. So I don't know if Charlie was aware at that point, but I opted to stay out and follow Charlie. He was with me, I believe, Stealth. So trying to keep the gap up. I mean, the gap was keeping on getting bigger for the first 10-15 laps with Runner leading the train. Yeah, so just pitting at the right time, really, and then as soon as Gaul pitted and Stealth, I opted to pit. I was surprised Charlie stayed up for another lap, so I decided to come in because I knew that the new Inters would be much better on pace. The tyre advantage is massive when you do an outlap. And as well, Gaul had at least 4/10 a lap on Charlie and I throughout the race. Yeah, so I managed to keep behind Gaul, trying to keep within a second, and then Charlie was just behind me. I heard he tapped the wall on the pit exit. I don't know if he got damaged, but I heard it was a big tap. So and then safety car came out. I don't know how that was caused. I assume it was a Mercedes that was stopped on track on the exit of 1.
Yeah, it was a big slide out of turn 2 from
Oh,
me.
really?
Contact the runner. Yeah.
Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, it's tricky
Not a
conditions.
crash gate 2.0, though.
Yeah, so safety car was deployed. I always knew that I had to pit because my tyres were pretty high tyre wear. I just decided to pit. Charlie and Gaul did as well, which I wasn't surprised about. And then Charlie got the 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Luckily, he served that in the pit lane with a safety car. Either way, I mean, it was unfortunate with Gaul. I understand why he may have misjudged where the safety car was on the map. I didn't actually see until you was explaining it on the stream because I was AFK at that time. Yeah, I thought I did something, but obviously not. But yeah, and then ending the safety car. I had a good restart. I don't know what Shaney was doing. I don't think you're meant to do that. I get that they're playing the team game, but I don't think that's allowed in my opinion. Like trying to back the pack up.
Yeah, he compromised stealth a lot there. We were talking about that in the commentary box as well. I don't know if.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
compromised
Anyways, I was
almost
just.
everybody by doing that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, stealth
Yeah.
was like 2 seconds back from you guys, and he was getting
Oh,
like
wow.
held up massively. By
And
Shane.
everybody behind him as well, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Shaney would play a big part because he was a lap car. He was splitting between Charlie and third place, so I knew something would happen there. Just trying to keep the tyres in good shape for the restart, trying to pick my line when to go, and Charlie was quite even. Managed to pull 0.4 to the line, and then just trying to maintain that gap, not making many mistakes. I had 2 warnings as well. I can admit that. So I was just trying to maintain that pace, and whenever Charlie was enabling ERS, I was just defending, choosing my line.
I have one question. If everybody's ready.
Yep.
Okay. Do you have any words towards the controversy that was raised against you towards the beginning of the season, that received a 100-point grid fine for everybody in every tier for Aston Martin?
Yeah, I'm just ignoring that completely. It doesn't matter about the points. It's about having fun in the league. Don't forget, you've got to bear in mind it's a casual league, so you just got to take it on the chin.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, I'm motivated myself. Whatever happens, happens, and I just move on, you know? I mean, the fact I've had 2 races in a row as victories is incredible. I mean, I wasn't expecting to win this one, to be fair.
Not
Spoken
3
like a
races in
true
a row.
leader.
Yeah, I mean, Gore and Charlie were faster than me. I mean, Charlie was at least 3 tenths quicker than me in the wet. But in hindsight, me leading, I don't think so, because even then, Charlie was difficult. Found it difficult to get past me, but he gained on me on the straights. But it's different with me being behind him.
How do you feel about Singapore next week?
Yeah, I'm very excited about Singapore actually, because you have to be on the limit. As literally as soon as you touch the barrier when it's on standard wing damage, you literally have to pay the price. I mean, I'll be pushing the limit, just doing the best job I can without a teammate at the moment. Unfortunately, with Insanity leaving, not ideal, but it was fair play. I mean, I said what I said last week at Baku. Yeah, with the unfortunate attack from Charlie, but I don't know if he's going to return. But on a good note, hopefully Insanity will be returning for F1 23 for URFL. Yeah, going back to Singapore, you have to be right on a limit. I mean, for example, in Sector 1, Turns 1 and 2, you have to be right on a limit with track limits. I won't be surprised if anyone that has low tyre pressures runs wide out the final corner, just invalidates and just loses the car. Yeah, it's going to be interesting how that pans out with the weather, the tyres. I feel like it's going to be close between Charlie and I again, but
That
last
brings me on to
season.
my next question. Who do you believe is your rival or challenger for number 1 at the moment?
What for the drivers? Or just in general, the ranking?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it would have been Insanity, but I'm going to go with Charlie purely because of how it was demonstrated today was a very good example.
He beat you in fastest lap.
Yes, he did. Yeah, I mean,
How do you
for
feel
me,
about
no, I don't really care. It's only 1 point. All that mattered was getting the win at the end of the day. Yeah, as a result, I needed to win today, really, just to increase the lead in the championship. It was like 30 points now or something. Yeah, it was a very important win. So yeah, Singapore, I mean, even if I DNF, it's not really a huge cost, but I mean, with with the performance I did in Baku in qualifying, hopefully I'll have a similar performance of that in Singapore, but except making less mistakes, right on the limit, kissing the barriers and just going flat out.
Okay, well, I have one more thing to say. As an Aston Martin fan in real life, you are doing the team proud. If there's a seat open for the next game, the next season, I would like to join. Just putting that out there. No, you're doing really well at the moment.
If I get there first, I mean, you never know, do you?
Yeah, you never know what happens in contract negotiations.
Yeah, you're doing
Crazy
amazing at the
time,
moment.
am I right?
Yeah.
I maybe
Thank
got
you
a
for-
question for my kitten, of course. Only 4 more races to go in the season. Are you confident you will win the championship with the lead?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with 4 races to go, Charlie has to be under pressure. He's got to not DNF. Singapore is the big one to not DNF at, so just keeping the car on the track, not making many mistakes. Time penalties is going to be key if somebody like Gaul again or Stealth is right up behind us in Singapore. So yeah, Charlie's going to be under pressure, I reckon, for Singapore on whatever weak tracks that he's finding hard. So yeah.
Yeah, how do you feel about potentially being the most successful driver of URFL all time? Do you care about that, or is it just a number to you?
Not really. I mean, it's all stats really. Like the incredible battle we had in 2020.
Oh man,
I mean,
days. Don't do this.
all that matters is the fact of close racing. Yeah, just putting up a good show for the commentary really, and just having fun.
Yeah, I think you're going to be the GOAT of URFL after it's all said and done. Yeah, happy to see
Yeah.
that, mate.
I mean,
thanks
I
for
never
catching
knew
the
I'd
race
reach
win.
that record.
Yeah.
I was never expecting it in a league when I started 4 years ago when I was doing
Yeah,
2020.
dude, it's been
It's
ages,
crazy.
man. I know.
I know. Yeah,
There's,
we should be
there's
teammates
kids
on
these
that.
days, like 15 years old racing, and I'm like, nah, man, what's going on?
Oh god.
Yeah.
I already see a little bit. I already hear a little bit of recruiting going on. Kitten wanting to team up with Oka. So admins, if you listen, please make sure this will never happen. I will have a chance as well at winning
Put out a
something.
statement. Put out a statement saying that we're in contract negotiations. Lewis to Ferrari. Hello, Lewis.
Alright, does anyone have any questions left for the soon-to-be GOAT of URFL?
No,
According to
not
his
for
own
Kitten.
words.
Not for Kitten, but I do have a statement from the 2022 Driver of the Day.
Yeah, that only gets decided of the week, well, see. But yeah. On to Singapore next week.
Was that not your third win in a row?
Running Baku and this race.
Did
I
you
missed
not win at
France.
Zandvoort?
Yeah, France was before San.
Oh, France. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
So I
so
completely forgot.
it was France, Zandvoort. Yeah, no, Zandvoort, France. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I missed France. Yeah, I reckon it would have been close for France. But yeah, I didn't attend unfortunately. Yeah, Charlie and I have the same amount of races in hand. So yeah, congratulations to Charlie for keeping the title on.
Yeah. Right. Good race.
Cheers.
Okay. So we
Singapore.
won't name the driver because he's very shy, but we all know who got driver of the day. In his words, he says, "We are really happy with our result today. After some shenanigans in qualifying and starting 15th on the grid, we managed to hold our own on the track. With the tricky conditions and with the late look of the safety car, it played into our hands nicely. We had to keep our noses clean in this race, and we did. And it paid off. Much love to Welshie for his support. Built up the Williams massive. But no, I would like to talk about the statement. Yeah, I saw the clip of what happened in qualifying. He was leaving the pit lane and then randomly teleported onto the track with a wheel off.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I have the clip if you'd like to witness it, but it was really weird. Yeah, so we saw I got screwed. And then I had some internet problems of my own. I missed the first, what, like 15 laps of the race. And then we came back, and obviously Williams weren't even in the running of the points. One of my drivers didn't turn up. I couldn't get hold of him. I don't know what happened there, but I was very upset. I tried to call him. I got hung up on, like most of my girlfriends. Anyway, no, Sylph wasn't in the points, and then all of a sudden, I joined back, and he was in fifth, P5 or P6.
P5.
Holy, yeah. No, I literally, I had to leave the commentary box to scream in his ear about how bloody proud I was, because he went from like P15 to P5 in a wet Brazil. Can we get some hype for that?
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, it was a
That-
great
Drive
drive
in
from
the
him.
jet.
That
Whoop,
is
whoop.
that is an amazing drive, man. I am so proud of the next future Williams TP.
So it's already
Alright, I
official.
think, yeah,
It is-
we,
It is official. I have proclaimed Sylph to be my predecessor already.
So that's
we've had
why
about
you
3
are.
contract leaks already.
Hey, he's already in the Williams garage. He is talking to the team like he's an owner. He's hyping people on like he's the true leader, and I think he's just the perfect choice. And after today, I'm super proud that he's part of the team.
All right. It's good to hear, Elsie. But now we really got to go towards
Yeah,
the predictions
must
for the
end.
Singapore race next week.
Oh,
Nova will not be
predictions.
driving; he will be commentating.
Predictions.
So he will not
Okay.
be on the podium.
We should start with Orca.
Yes, indeed. We should start indeed with Oka.
I think, hmm. I think, you know what? I'm gonna pick the Ghoul actually to win this. I think he's been
really?
there. Yeah, I think he's been right behind Kitten and Charlie for a bit too long now, getting a bit frustrated, and I think he's gonna use that
He's gonna
emotion
break
to,
out at Singapore.
yeah, he's gonna use that to motivate him to get to the front as well. And obviously, Singapore is chaos, so maybe there'll be an incident at the front as well. Who knows? And I think, Ghoul P1. I'm gonna make an absolutely crazy prediction. I think Nova's gonna be on the podium P2.
But he's not gonna race.
He's not gonna race.
Oh, he's not racing. Ah! All right, well then I'll go with a safe one then. Kitten P2 behind Ghoul. As you know, if Kitten's on the podium, he's gonna win. Joshy P2, and then Charlie P3. I think Kitten's gonna have a nightmare here in
Yeah,
Singapore. Yeah, something's gonna happen.
Ah, you said
Um,
that in back here. I broke the curse.
I think you were my pick to win today, actually, and you.
Oh,
you
really?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty
He's
sure I
right.
predicted you for the win.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm predicting you to have a nightmare in Singapore. So hopefully you prove me wrong. But that's my prediction. So Ghoul P1. What did I say? Charlie P2.
No, You said Charlie
No,
P3.
Give me P3. P3.
Oh, crap. Joshy P2, Charlie P3. There we go. Yeah, I'm sticking with that.
All right, Velsi, what's your
Okay.
prediction?
Okay.
Please put your Williams glasses off.
Okay, funny you should say that. Because
Oh no,
I was
no,
thinking Charlie Arc P1. I think Charlie's going to do it at Singapore. I'm going to say Kitten P2. And then I'm going to say Justin Requite P3.
Maybe
He has the talent. He has the pace. If he turns up, I reckon he could get a podium there.
It's a big if, though. Big if.
But that's my podium
All
predictions.
right.
Mel, your predictions?
My predictions. I've got to call out 4 names. I'm not gonna say which other. Charlie Arik, Kitten, Jossie Boy, and AMG. But of course, AMG is gonna be the dark horse. It's a street circuit. It's kind of AMG's specialty. I don't know if I said that right. But
Speciality.
yes, that's the word I'm looking for. But yeah, it could be a very interesting race, definitely. It's a street circuit, everything can happen.
Yeah, but you got to remember that AMG's washed.
I mean, no, I can't say that. Alright, so that was
Thank
it
you so
all for
much,
today.
everybody, for joining. That's all for
Welshie, can you
today.
change the track to Singapore, please?
Oh, am I the host?
Oh, I don't think we're gonna have. Oh, we do have enough time. Okay, carry on. Sorry.
Interesting.
All right, that's all from URFL. Thanks
Yes,
for tuning in to
exactly.
Brazil. See you guys next week in Singapore.
Yes.
Indeed.
Goodbye.
I'll be lucky to be there.
Bye bye.